so high.
Oh yeah.
You on the high chair, nigga.
Yeah, I didn't know if you
We're live, man.
Put your knees out.
Hey, cover your thighs, Ty. Cover your thighs.
I nigga down one. I nigga down 1-900 Mix-a-Lot and kick them nasty thoughts. That nigga came on here like a tip drill.
This shit.
This nigga look. She looking like a 1994 hoochie.
Look at them girls with Daisy Dukes on. That nigga came out here like an Uncle Luke video.
This shit borderline inappropriate.
That nigga dressed like, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time.
This nigga thighs high to the sky over here.
That nigga got his hamstring out.
Joe Dumars shit right now, man. Joe Dumars shit right now.
That's a good comeback. That's a good comeback.
That nigga got his Richard Simmons shorts on right now.
You would know.
That nigga said.
I know I can identify him.
That nigga, he on his way to see Karate Kid 1. That's it.
At a drive-in, nigga.
My 83 shit right now.
Yeah,
That nigga going to a drive-in, he gonna be doing the wax on outside of his car.
Meanwhile, Show got on velvet sweats. So.
Burgundy, nigga. Hey, that shirt is the flyest thing you got on, bro. In every episode. You know that shit was donated. You know that shit was donated.
Boxing match or something?
You know that shit was donated.
Scoot over to Show only wear eczema friendly fabrics, nigga. If it This nigga, you forgot what you was gonna say?
That nigga came here with a swimsuit thong, nigga.
Yeah. You got
your elbows is close to that nigga's thighs. Watch it, dog.
Niggas still wearing alligator shirts?
Show got an oyster. Show got an oyster living in his mouth. If you don't sit there.
You stupid.
Yeah. What's up, man? What we doing? Hey, man, I got
that Fig Newton shirt, my nigga. I see you, my nigga. That nigga stole that beanie off a bum.
Yeah.
I stole off a bum.
Beanie.
That nigga dressed like a cat burglar.
Nigga dressed like a Canadian mercenary.
That nigga look like a 007 GoldenEye character, nigga.
It looked like octopus pussy in the side of your mouth.
Which one? They got three.
The one that shit comes out of, man.
You asked. You said yourself.
Sometimes you gotta do that for this better.
Man, fuck you. When Show have kids, he eat the weakest baby.
That nigga stupid.
You know,
Hey, God gonna send you to hell for saying a gay prayer in church.
That's it, man.
Kraig dressed like he trained boxing kangaroos.
Nigga stupid.
Man, that nigga
Hey,
funny.
when you land on your face, it got recoil, nigga.
It's a recall because my nose. That's funny. Yeah. You made spaghetti with all the shit in the morgue trash can.
Stupid nigga. Hey, when you was a kid, they used your nose as a door stopper.
That was funny. Hey, man, I want to give a shout out to a few people at the beginning of this show. Shit, I talked to Brandon this morning, man. I cussed him out and shit. He cussed me out and shit.
Y'all some cussing motherfuckers, man.
That's my nigga. So all the people in the comments saying all that goofy ass shit, man, that's my nigga. So I don't know what y'all on, but I know what we on. So it's all love with my nigga. Also, shit, shout out to New York, man. I had fun in New York, man.
How was it?
I stayed walking distance from the 9/11 building. Or the 9/11 buildings that came down, huh?
Everything is walking distance in New York.
Everything. I went to Whole Foods on Park Avenue, and I think Broadway or just below Broadway. Nigga, I felt like a real Mexican. I had to carry my groceries home. Nigga, when is the last time you had to carry groceries a mile?
That ain't no LA shit.
That is.
I know LA shit.
LA kids. We did that as kids.
And
We got the baskets though. We just go to ABC Market to get in the baskets. One nigga riding the motherfucker.
Carrying basketball in the motherfucker.
bro, water is heavy than a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, have you ever carried water for a mile?
Man.
Carried this shit from stairs, nigga.
Nigga, that water weight is. I mean, nigga, that shit weigh on you,
It's
bro.
different carrying it from
That's all
the
you
trunk.
had was $3 in your pocket, man. You made it to store to get
I tell you what I bought.
some water.
I bought a fucking potato peeler, a spatula, some jelly, a few gallons of water,
That nigga
some
was going to jail.
some sweet potatoes,
It's a care package.
and
A crock pot.
it was some
Stingray.
other shit I bought.
Some KY jelly.
Nigga, that was the heaviest walk up, of all time. But while I was out there was a story on the news, and I just couldn't believe it because the algorithm kept bringing up shit that was going on in New York. It wasn't bringing up no Cali shit. And I don't know who I gave the story to, but a dude was walking up the elevator from the fucking subway, and he bumped into this lady. And the lady was like, you could at least say excuse me. And then he said, I did say excuse me, and he kicked her down the stairs.
Yeah, take her down the escalator.
What?
Brown, did you get that video that I sent you of that? Okay.
He gave her the "This is Sparta" kick.
Bro,
That's crazy.
once I found out she was okay, it was funny to the most. But my thing is this.
That's the rule.
The
Yeah, once
lady,
the okay is good.
Yeah, once they okay, it's good.
the lady is saying that all she said was, at least you could say excuse me. And I don't believe her. I don't believe a nigga would kick a bitch down the steps for just saying, at least you could say excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to do probabilities and likelihoods, I would say there's a 30% chance that somebody is.
Something like that.
She said she had to say at least say excuse me and you got a small dick. Then he kicked her. It had to be something more than that.
What kind of ladies was she white?
See, on the video, you can't really
yeah.
tell. It looked like it was a white boy, and it could either be like a Spanish or white. I mean, it could be a light-skinned black girl.
He had a
Yeah.
ponytail though.
It could have been some racial.
Oh, he had a ponytail. I think
Yeah,
Right.
he had like a little
She could have said something crazy. Well, wait, was it a white boy that did the kicking?
It looked
Yeah.
like it was a white boy, but they both could have been Spanish, light-skinned,
Yeah.
black, or white. Like
He said,
can't
Todd
really-
said ponytail. That means
Yeah, he had like a
Puerto
little ponytail, little puff thing.
That mean
in the
Puerto
back.
Rican.
He had a little something back there.
That's a big difference between, whether it's white or brown or something. Because
He snuck
brown
her.
dudes are like brothers, man, and you know, y'all discounting the fact that we deal with some bullshit, and this could have been his cup could have been fucking about to spill over, and she talking about at least you could have said it.
Right.
But in New York, half the Puerto Ricans think they white. That's
I
kind
know
of
some Puerto Ricans that are fire on
half
you
of
for saying
Yeah,
that.
I'll take that. I'll say it right too.
That's the worst
Half of them do.
thing.
Half of them do. Just like half the Mexicans out here do. Just like half the Mexicans out here
Nah, the
do.
Puerto Ricans, you got sellouts in every culture. This
In
nigga's
every-
blacker than everybody in this room combined. That
Them
think they white.
Dominicans.
Yeah.
No, it's niggas.
We talking about Stephen A. Smith and them
Yeah,
type of
no,
I
niggas.
think it's from Caribbean. He ain't from here. Fuck Steve Nason.
But why do bitches lie when they get assaulted? How come bitches don't keep? Now I'm not saying all women. This don't apply to you if you're a stand-up women. But when women become the victim of assaults, a lot of times they try to make it seem like they didn't do nothing.
Right.
You gotta
I-
make the story stick.
Huh?
They gotta make the story stick. They don't want to hear oh yeah, he probably should have slapped the shit out of you. They don't want to hear that.
Should we be protecting?
Half of them don't say sorry to their nigga when they're in a relationship.
Right. Should
So-
we be protecting women that lie? Do they deserve the same courtesies as my sister or your sister or your mom or yo?
Nah.
Only the trustworthy ones.
People be dying behind that shit for no reason.
So many people died over that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Women lying in
Lying.
jail for life.
You feel me?
I just can't see
Just
it.
'cause they
Kicking
mad.
a bitch down the stairs for saying you forgot to say excuse
In
me.
New York,
But he snuck her though.
Yeah. Crazy in New
I'm,
York.
yeah.
Motherfuckers is crazy in New York. I've been in New York, and there's some crazy, especially in them subways. You gonna see some crazy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The motherfucker could be at the end like he done had a bad day, and here you come
Yeah.
talking all like, what? This say excuse me, get your
But
motherfucker.
that's kind of
I could never.
I saw the video.
I could never, but I can easily see a nigga doing some dumb
I saw the
shit like
video. He snuck her though. Like he didn't. It wasn't like he like, bitch, I'm getting ready to kick you. Say something else. He was going, and she thought the day was over. And he, pow!
Wait, this
Oh,
the one
so
that landed on the
that-
train tracks?
And she flipped over
No, this
backwards
was a different one.
all the way down the stairs, and they was moving up like so.
So it's just
So
bitches getting kicked down the stairs.
Nigga, in New York, I guess that's what they do. You're right. Doug is right. They kick niggas in the subway.
So did she make it all the way? Did she
All the
fall
way
all the way
This bitch
down?
was on the street.
They doing this
all
shit
the way
like
to the
She
bottom.
walked all the way up. She was on the street.
Yeah.
No, she was on the last step
Yep.
before the street.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the dude turned around
Yeah.
and she said, "Hey," and then he kicked him.
funny.
But bro,
Once she get up, I'm
you
dying.
can, even though the video is grainy, like you can barely see the color, you can see every step the bitch.
Yeah.
Is. Like you can see, you can follow her whole journey,
All the
nigga.
way.
It's like the camera was like, "I'm enjoying this, bro."
I think that was a white guy.
He
It's a
snuck
white
it.
guy.
He
Huh? No,
Yeah.
that was face to face. Hey, you found the video? All right,
she
one
got
second.
the
Yeah, let's pull Mimi up in the middle. Yeah,
she got
Oh shit!
Just got in.
she got to the
Mimi in here.
So it's probably. I'm thinking it was a white. It's a white guy. It has to be because that's the privilege. Like ain't no nigga kicking nobody down the steps. Like,
We know the woman.
that's some privilege. That's some privilege type shit right there. It's a privilege kick.
We know it's not a white woman that got kicked down the steps. Because if it was a white woman,
he would have been in jail already.
yeah.
Oh yeah. He had 37 years for
Shit
that.
on half of New York right now.
So what proof do you have that most Puerto Ricans think they white? Juan?
Interaction. I didn't say most. I said half.
Have? Okay.
I said half.
That's a lot.
I said half.
That's a lot.
But it's like put like this. This is what I say about that. They put white on their driver's license. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Now everything else, whatever. But I used to work at the bank and I see a lot of driver's license. And all these motherfuckers we call black and say, oh, they down with black folks. Tell them to pull their ID out.
But here's
That
the
shit
thing.
say
I don't give a fuck what my ID says. It's about what my soul say. Look, be honest.
Identify.
If you had to identify as Caucasian on your driver's license
Yeah.
to be guaranteed and privy to some money, are you gonna do it? Just on the driver's license.
That's on my license, and yeah. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. If I'm gonna get some,
Come on, you gonna
it's not an option.
I'm a black man, so I ain't really. You know what I mean?
Everything.
If the only way they're gonna find out is when they pull you over and they see your license, then I mean,
fuck it.
Race ain't real anyway. It's a made up thing.
Exactly. I'll put whatever y'all. I guess if I put this down, go ahead.
Dewan, you just as mixed as hey, what's going on, Mimi? I'm
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Just talking to how you talking to the mic when Dewan, you got white in your
I got
left
about 200 years of swirling in my family history from 1660 to
Okay, so
1895.
you gonna deny your real history because some Hotep niggas with fucked up haircuts is pressuring you? These
My haircut's fucked up.
I mean, these
They do be
Hotep
out-
niggas
They
can't
do be having
dress.
fucked up haircuts.
I love
Maybe
my
have
people. I love my, but some of these Hotep niggas is corny as fuck.
See, that's the thing about it. It's not about the Hotep niggas.
I ain't
It's
gonna
not
let y'all
about.
get
It's not
away
about
with
what I think. It's not about what I feel. It's just the fact that when I go out into this world, they're gonna see my big black ass come up in there, and so whether or not I have it on my license or not, I'm gonna get treated like it. So I may as well embrace it.
Okay, so what should be your real identifying factor for being black? Like how should somebody be able to look at you and tell I'm with the movement? Because a lot of these niggas, bandwagon ass niggas, are constantly jumping on and off. Who's a coon, who's black, or what ain't real, or what nigga's selling out. And it's like we need a standard nigga that has to have action attached to it.
That's a big ass prison fight. I don't get into that shit. Cause it's a whole bunch of niggas that ain't got no control. You can't call me black, call me a Moor, call me a Hebrew. Man, none of that shit. White's also a false analogy, but goddamn it, they come with resources.
Right.
It's a social construct. It's fake. It's an illusion. We understand all that. But we got to understand what social construct is. Social construct doesn't mean this is backed by science. Social construct means the people who rule and write the rules for the society, they distribute resources based off how they identify you.
Right.
And they see white and non-white. Now, you can call yourself a Hebrew. You can call yourself a Dominican. You can call yourself whatever the fuck you want. If they don't have you officially seen as white, you're going to get treated like a nigga. So I don't get into all of them prison fights over what to call me and what not to call me. I understand how I am in the system. Right. And I just go off that to live my life.
Well, you talking about more of like a code to follow of if you're not following these tenements that we have,
Right.
you should be considered a coon.
Exactly.
So I'm with that. I think it needs to be guidelines. Every society has guidelines
Right.
for how you're supposed to act. In the Jewish community, you know what I'm saying, Mexican community, all that, you cannot act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Or you
Yeah, we the only ones that don't really have
we
that.
cutting you off. Asians cutting you off.
Well, because
You know what I'm saying?
technically,
They not giving you shit.
Based on the definition within the black conscious community of what a coon is, there's a lot of people who sacrifice their lives for this struggle, and if they were alive today, they would be considered coons.
That's a fact.
Martin Luther King would be a coon if he lived now.
They be killing him on YouTube right now.
He's making concessions for the white man. He's making deals. He's non-violent.
Yeah, don't fight back.
You feel what I'm saying?
He was considered a coon then.
And he had the white chicks.
Martin Luther King was considered a coon then in the 60s. He was very unpopular.
Is Martin Luther
before he
King
died.
a coon?
No.
He wasn't considered a coon though.
He was very unpopular before he died.
Tariq would be calling MLK a coon.
No, he wouldn't, because
if he lived right now, he would be calling him a coon.
because Martin Luther King, his last thing, his Poor People's March, his stuff was talking about getting resources from the government for black folks. Now, when it came down to the whole, you got to read this book by Tavis Smiley on Martin Luther King's last 2 years of his life. It really brings in a real clear focus who Martin Luther King really was. Not this nigga they make up every January 15th.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
They make that nigga up every
But
January 15th.
that's our fault that MLK wasn't allowed to be who he really was.
That's a fact.
Because of our minds being poisoned with the Christianity bug, it was very difficult for him to be like, look, man, I love my people. I'm fucking bitches. My wife knows it. For years, J. Edgar Hoover had a power over MLK because he didn't want to be outed because of his activities off of, that he was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say behind everybody's back because every man could do what he wanted. But I mean, J. Edgar Hoover held the cheating and all that over his head for years.
But the cool thing about King was he had that, but King he kept being King.
Right.
I mean, King never stopped what he was doing because with that. But my thing is this: the rules, the guidelines for being a coon is very clear. Every culture has the same guidelines. Don't sell out the greater good for your society for your personal gain.
Right.
It's that if I can sum it up into one sentence, that's what it is. When you when you sacrifice the greater society for your personal benefit, that's cooning. Now, if you just think something different, but the rest of the society ain't got nothing to do with it, that's what it is.
So let me ask you. Let me introduce my guest. I want everybody to make noise for Mimi and thank her for letting Todd borrow some of her shorts.
Oh, you can see his thighs on camera.
Closer to the damn. Nobody wants to see that.
Mimi.
Don't say no true
How y'all
nothing.
doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
You're always welcome. We know the legend of Mimi. We appreciate you. All your experiences and all the knowledge. We want all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Mimi, what's a coon to you? What would make you technically identify another black person as a coon?
Well, first of all, if they're always finding things that the community is doing and they're fighting against it, so they want to identify themselves as someone out of the community.
Right.
So basically, they're saying, "Hey, I'm ugly because I'm black.
Right.
I'm really white inside." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're standing behind something that's so cloudy. I mean, you're really lost. Those people are lost when they talk like that. Right. They really believe being someone else is better than being black. Right. And anything that black people do, they're against it. And to me, that is a true coon because they have self-hate for our race in general. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be Beyonce and she hates them because they're black. And I think when you just sell yourself out like that, you're totally someone who, one, doesn't love yourself. Number two, you haven't identified who you are because everyone is special. But if you think another race is more special than you, then you're a coon.
Right.
Preach.
Yeah, that's
Maybe with the wisdom.
But see, you always become some less than worthy shit whenever you do shit. Whenever you get to the point where you really doing what you came to do. Because there's a grace period where motherfuckers just kind of like fitting it in and trying to figure it out. And then there comes a point in life where, nigga, it's time to make I got to do what I came to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And with Martin Luther King, I brought that up because he was real cool with Lyndon Johnson for the first year or two. For the first year that he was in office, they was super cool. They talked all the time. Martin visited the White House frequently, but when Martin took a stance against the Vietnam War, that's when they completely fell out. You know what I'm saying? And Lyndon Johnson started to view him as an enemy.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And when he took that stance, other niggas that he rolled with turned against him. Mm-hmm. There were people who coming out saying, you shouldn't be speaking out against the
Jesse
Vietnam
Jackson,
War.
Andrew Young,
right.
his own assistants.
Right. And Martin said some shit that I think every nigga that stands for something bigger than himself, I think this is one of the boldest things he ever said. You know what I'm saying? When some of his own boys start speaking out against him, Jesse and them other cats, he said that, at some point, silence is betrayal. He said, I don't care about the opinion of a Negro that's more concerned with getting into the with being able to visit the White House. I care about Negroes that want to be on the front lines. Why would I give a fuck about the opinion of a motherfucker that's just trying to be, you know what I'm saying, political when I'm on the front lines for my people, you know what I'm saying? And everybody listening, there's gonna be a point where you gotta start doing what you need to do for self. And just, you know what I'm saying, be ready, man. Don't take, you know what I'm saying, the bumps and bruises and the shit that you go through as anything personal, man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just do whatever it is you're trying to do, nigga, just do it. And
he got to replay. He didn't hear what you said. So he's like, let me hear this shit on my phone, nigga. That shit was deep.
Big fan of the show. You know the cool thing, the thing about Dr. King that we gotta realize, he didn't start the SCLC, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. He was appointed as a leader of that. Yeah. He didn't write the whole nonviolent thing isn't something that he came up with. His SCLC are the ones that came up with it, and he was basically the CEO of the company who put forth the marching orders. But in those last 2 years he was alive, he talked often about how Jesse Jackson was always trying to undermine him. Andrew Young was trying to always undermine him. And then that other preacher, Billy Kyles, he the one that had that Freudian slip that Dick Gregory pointed out. So when I stepped to the side, so they could take the shot.
Yeah.
Right. And then the cameraman was CIA, the person that took the picture.
It was whoever had their tie undone or something, wasn't it? Like that?
It was the dude that took the shot of like everybody of King on the ground, Jesse Jackson pointing.
Yeah, because Jackson
dude was CIA.
Remember, Jesse Jackson told them niggas to point that way. That's the way they was pointing. Because Jesse Jackson said, "Look that way." They said the shot. The actual shot came from at the bottom.
They knew he was CIA.
King didn't.
They were aware.
King didn't.
No, they were aware, bro. All of his advisors, they were aware. Yeah, they were all aware. I forget.
I'm sure the people around King knew.
No, King knew. He didn't know. He didn't know at first, but he knew before he got shot. He was in the know for probably months.
That's a fact.
But they just would watch what they said around him. You know what I'm saying? But
they got cautious after X got shot, so they was like, all right, something up.
Right.
If they was so airtight with they shit, he like, ain't no way. If they can infiltrate that, they definitely can infiltrate us.
I think the lesson from King is don't trust these fucking organizations. Because King was like, look, when he started going against the Vietnam War, when he did the Poor People's March saying, okay, we got to get some money for these garbage truck workers, it was a church.
Kind of truck
Them
workers?
Christian niggas saying, no, don't do it. We got to stick to the civil rights. Like, these niggas is going for more bread, and it was a church that was in King's way. He had to fight them niggas more than he fought the CIA.
But here's my conspiracy on the whole King assassination, right? Because I've been looking back at it and doing research. I think it's some homoerotic shit going on.
Hold on. Bring us round.
I think J. Edgar Hoover made a pass at MLK, and MLK wasn't fucking with that. Like, nigga, I'm not a whole ass nigga, right? And
I'm not a hoe.
So I think he had a crush on.
No dick.
Here's my two conspiracies. I think he had a crush on MLK. And killed him over jealousy because MLK won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
So that's how Jesse Jackson got. They promised him to be the first black president.
Right.
That's why he was crying at the Obama shit, because they're like, the dream is over.
but if you look at the antagonizing nature of the J. Edgar Hoover and Martin Luther King dichotomy, that exactly mirrors how the LGBT community deals with black people today. As a whole, we're Martin and they're J. Edgar Hoover. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're cool to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they didn't always view MLK as a threat. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get viewed as a threat until like 1964. Yeah. And he'd been putting work in since his late teens, early 20s. You know what I'm saying? I think he first got on the scene like around 55, 56.
Yeah, 55.
You know, so yeah, man, I think MLK had a secret, not MLK. J. Edgar Hoover had a homoerotic crush on Martin Luther King and had him killed. I think he was jealous.
I ain't gonna be against that.
You know?
That's crazy.
And what do niggas do when you start to bubble? Martin Luther King won the Nobel Peace Prize. It ain't nothing higher than that. He bubbling. He on top. I just watched the ceremony the other day. He had a long suit on, like them English suits with the cummerbund. Is that a cummerbund? The shit that go halfway down your chest?
That's a
tie.
lapel.
No, it's not a regular tie. It's like
That's the wrestling belt.
I know what you're talking about. That little thing's like a little piece.
The ascot?
Don't do that again, Chris.
And it had to irk him if you go back and watch the MLK Nobel Peace Prize ceremony. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. I know it had to be a strange thing for the racist institution in America to see a room full of white people appreciate somebody that they were trying to.
Yeah. Oh, they hated that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they took Paul Robeson out 5 years before that. All them white folks love Paul Robeson. People, y'all gotta look up Paul Robeson. He is the person. He was the person that inspired Dr. King. He was imagine somebody that was as famous as an athlete as LeBron James. Then turned around and won Emmys for being in plays and shit. Well, not Emmys, but awards, for whatever award was around back then, for plays and movies and shit. Paul Robeson was the biggest motherfucker on the planet, and then went to Russia and was like, them niggas is racist. And he fought the good fight for years until 1960. He had a drink, he had a cocktail in Russia. And after, he didn't kill him. He basically freaked out. They always say it's suspected. I'm gonna say suspected, but they say it's suspected that his drink was part of the MI16. What's that called? That MK Ultra. Yeah, he did, because after he had that drink, he went from being the man till he went to seclusion till he died in 1975. He just stopped talking overnight. They took that nigga out, so they thought they was done. Then here comes King.
Had a Sherman coat.
Man, that nigga had some Thunderbird.
That nigga with the real thunder.
Yeah. Paul Robeson was like LeBron Denzel Washington, like of the day. He was that nigga, and they took him out.
Yeah, that's cool. But if we would have had an environment where we allowed MLK to be himself and talk openly about the bitches, I just think shit would have been.
He said bitches.
I think shit would have been a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the ways they tried to get him is they sent, they had been wiretapping my boy, and they had sent his wife tapes and recordings of him having sex with another woman.
They did that?
They sent it to him and they sent it to his wife.
Wow.
Look.
Dirty bag at the highest level.
With a note that said, kill yourself before we do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a fact.
That's a
fact.
That's a lot.
You making a good point,
actually
Craig.
happened,
That's for the people out there. People out there, just because somebody preached some shit that they want to hear, now all of a sudden they got to be Jesus and perfect.
It's our fault the
That's
niggas
our fault
dead.
for doing that shit to people like that.
It's our fault the niggas dead. If we would have been living in reality, and allowed this man to really be who he was, I felt like he would have been more alert in those ending days. I feel like he would have had less stress on him. But because he was trying to speak for people that he knew wouldn't accept who he really was, I feel like it may have affected his decision-making process, and he may have had some niggas around him or not been able to see things that he should have been able to see if he wasn't so stressed by what he was going through.
I can hear you on that one, but at the same time, it's like the monster we dealing with, right? These white folks, especially the ones at the top, they would have found something else to fuck with them. Like, okay, fine, that's not the issue. We're gonna go over here and find something. They'd have got him some type of way.
They did that to X.
We can't blame ourselves for them killing him.
But what he's saying is they would have had to work harder. I think.
No, they wouldn't. They just would have found something else. It'd have been easy.
but it took a little.
He probably did something else.
I think you're talking about the freedom.
Give us some pussy.
I'm saying, is it worth it to be a messenger to the people if the people won't let you be who you are?
No. But here's the thing: back then in the '60s, this wasn't live news. Back in the '60s, this is something that more so came out after he died. Because you can take the other side of Malcolm X. They found out Malcolm X wasn't fucking his wife. He was so focused on what he was doing sexually, he wasn't it. So what happened? 12 years ago, you had sissy ass Mark Lamont Hill writing articles saying Malcolm X may have been gay because he didn't have sex with his wife. So it's like either way.
Malcolm wasn't gay. You know who was gay? J. Edgar Hoover, bitch ass. That nigga's gay.
For sure. Yeah, he is a cross-dressing.
Yeah.
You don't know what, but you don't know why he wasn't fucking. You don't know if she was doing something on the side. You don't know. Like we just saying like, oh, he just not from. But on the
fucking period. That's different.
That's what I'm saying. But he probably wasn't fucking his wife. Yeah. But I was gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this about the Martin Luther King thing because you're touching on something that's very true. We always put a Messiah complex on our saviors, bro. And what I say that is, if he could have been more like a Red Fox with his delivery, and still been able to talk to the people like, look, I am what I am. If because he kept a pack of Newports in that suit pocket. So if he took out one of the Newports one day, it was like, nigga, it's real out this motherfucker. I don't know if y'all know. But he couldn't do that. Nigga, man. Strike up the motherfucking choir, man. Let's sing some shit. They got us fucked up. See, but like I said, when it's like it's people who don't look at your flaws as you not being. They looking for like God to actually come back and speak to them and save them, and that's not gonna happen. And it never was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So you are gonna always have to look at some people. Everybody got flaws. Your preachers got flaws. Yeah. You still go to the church. McClendon said and told us before he told the church, "Hey, look, some shit finna happen." Right. Yep. And then went to I cheated. I'm like, whoa, not this guy.
Oh,
you know
y'all
what
was
I'm
in church that church. Didn't even know each other.
Yeah, that's my
we going to West Angeles. It's all true. It's all true. Everybody's saying it's a bit of truth to it. Now, I don't think it led to Dr. King getting killed because the people of the time didn't know all this was going on. They didn't have the internet to say, "Oh shit, Martin Luther King got a white bitch." No, they didn't have the news like that back then. So like a lot of that stuff came out after he died. Right. My thing is like, but at the same time, I think you're right. The fact that people don't allow people on top to just be them.
Well, the binding nature of the Bible, which is a good book if you use it right, especially if you're teaching the Bible, what is going to disturb the collective consciousness. And at the back of MLK's mind, he knew, damn, if they found this out, I'm preaching all this God stuff and I love God, but it's gonna make me look like a fraud, you know what I'm saying? And that pressure, he should have never had to deal with that pressure, bro. You know, we allowed, as a people, J. Edgar Hoover to destroy MLK like a terrible bitch destroys a good nigga.
That's real shit. Yeah.
But he also had help from niggas who was right there with him.
But what I'm saying,
but the government own you?
They gonna get you.
We allowed that.
Quite honestly, I'm not gonna put that on us because look,
I got to.
I disagree.
I got to. Why y'all disagreeing?
Let me tell you why.
They might have killed Jesus. You never know. They might have killed Jesus. We don't know. We let them happen.
Let me say why I won't put that on us. Because J. Edgar Hoover destroyed a whole lot of shit, and right after he got rid of King and X and the Panthers. He turned this shit around and created some goddamn war on drugs, and all of black society spent the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and now still getting destroyed from J. Edgar Hoover shit that he set in place 50 years ago. So how can we stop him from doing some shit, when he couldn't stop him from doing some shit to the collective of all of us?
Well, here's the thing: he had never, at no point has he killed everybody. Yeah. So, and there's millions.
But he destabilized our whole society.
But there's millions of niggas on this planet. We only got to protect a couple niggas, and we keep letting the most important niggas die. At some point, we ain't good niggas.
Yeah, you gotta.
At some point, we ain't good niggas. We keep letting the most important niggas die.
That separation.
And you want me to take some of these hoe ass niggas in the comments serious when I know you would let a real nigga die.
Yeah.
Wow.
You talk all that hotep shit and all that black shit and all that I'm a boss shit or whatever shit you talking, but you'll let a real nigga die. And for that, I can't fuck with all you niggas.
Yeah.
My message ain't for everybody. It's for niggas that are willing to do something about the situations that they are in life.
That's fair.
I don't fuck with you if you running behind the crowd, nigga. Life is a solo journey. We come together as brothers for, to renew each other and empower each other and be positive. But when we leave each other, it's about what you doing on your own.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
You feel what I'm saying? And the most important niggas ain't supposed to be getting killed every time they get to a certain level.
Yeah.
But like my thing is this: how can you stop that? Because my thing is this. It happens here. They killed Gaddafi. Gaddafi is about to give us $5 billion. We couldn't. No way. They killed his ass. This country specializes in. That's why. Here's where we go wrong. We go wrong in anointing motherfuckers leaders. Because the minute you anoint somebody a leader, that makes it easy for them to get picked off. Hell, this country couldn't protect Abraham Lincoln. Ronald Reagan got shot in 1980. You know what I mean? Like
They popped that nigga. I
they
saw
popped that
shit.
motherfucker.
Everybody, nigga.
Everybody.
These niggas wasn't even sneaky about this shit.
Look
They
at
put none of this drink or nothing, nigga.
look at what happened to Bobby
He
Kennedy.
getting out the car.
This nigga Bobby Kennedy got killed in motherfucking Century City, and
Right,
that
didn't it was right on Wilshire.
yeah, Century City.
No, I was in downtown LA.
No, it was
It's Belmont High School now.
no, it was that thing.
You know the Loyola Law School
Yeah,
on Wilshire?
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was that hotel.
No, it was over. It was over off Wilshire in Century City.
Okay, all right. My bad.
But my thing is this: but Bobby Kennedy got killed, and now just 2 weeks ago they talking about releasing Sirhan, the man that killed him.
Right.
So the motherfucker who killed the president's brother,
Obviously,
the attorney general, now the nigga about to get released. So we got it. It's not as if we the only look. When anytime you put a leader out there, no group can. That's the whole point is to not put a leader out there.
Right.
Let the ideology be the leader. Let the thought be the leader. Let our mission be the leader, not the person.
That is the
Because
way.
you can't protect everybody every day of every minute. You can't do it.
That is the way.
Now with all these guns, these niggas got lasers and acid and shit.
Yeah, nigga, Mandalorian.
These
Nigga, that is
motherfuckers
the way,
got shit
nigga.
that can scope and blowing your nose and you catch a heart attack.
But J. Edgar Hoover was a jealous bitch.
Yeah,
He was a homoerotic scumbag.
man. That nigga in the house just like
did
Rosie
all-
O'Donnell.
He did all the things that MLK that a bitch you break up with that's crazy to do. You say he tapped the nigga's phone.
True.
He tapped the nigga's phone. He sent crazy letters to the nigga's house. He told his wife about his mistress.
Some bitch shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's some whole shit.
That's what hoes do.
That's some whole shit right
Trying
there.
to set a nigga up. All
He's
type of
what I'm
shit.
saying?
a hater.
Niggas trying to set me up.
And when the nigga didn't conform, the
Lot of
FBI wrote him a letter. And in the letter it gave Martin Luther King 34 days to kill himself. How you send a motherfucker a letter and say, if you don't kill yourself in 34 days, I'm going to do it?
That's some cold
That's
shit.
crazy.
We allowed these people to torture this man, and we didn't do shit about it.
How long was that letter in the mail?
You know,
That count too? Them days?
Hey, who grandfather?
Yo, no, no,
Hey, but this is how cold. This is what the letter was titled. The
got the
letter
real
that
shorts.
they sent MLK telling him to kill himself. The title on the front of the letter was, "You know what to do."
You know what to do.
Wow.
That nigga had hit with that.
You know what to do.
He got hit with that Andre 3000. Nigga.
You know what to do.
Right.
Damn. What if Andre 3000 is acting? No, I'm going too deep. Nigga went too deep.
You know what to do.
Man.
Hey, y'all remember the
Somebody
show?
was talking about that.
Man, like, whoa. This nigga on some
Hey, they
whole
was on
other
that
shit.
Marshawn Lynch shit. You know what to do.
Remember that show Quantum Leap?
Blaze was in that.
Yeah, y'all
Leaping
niggas
all over the
remember Quantum
motherfucker.
Leap?
Yeah.
The show where the nigga time traveled. He went to different eras and solved crimes and
You
shit.
know what to do.
Oh, it was like a 90s show. Nigga, you gotta remember
I
that shit.
remember the name, but I never
remember
remember watching it. Yeah, I never watched that shit. I
Alright.
never watched Highlander either. I thought that shit was stupid.
Oh,
Wait.
I heard I get the news about old girl that admitted to having somebody lynched on her deathbed.
Oh, you seen that one with me though.
Oh, I talk about it.
That shit's
So
crazy.
there's a white girl who did a post today. She's a nurse, nigga. She did a post today on Instagram, and she said that one of her oldest clients on her deathbed, she's like in her 90s, admitted to as a teenager having a black man lynched for something he didn't do. She said basically the lady told her the boy's sisters had really nice clothes, better dresses than her, and she was jealous.
Oh.
So,
Ooh, you hater.
so to get back at the family because the daughter's dressed better than her, she told her pops that the boy, you know, raped her or whatever. They killed him, cut his genitals off, strung him up. You know what I'm saying? And the white girl who said it said, I didn't feel sorry for the bitch when she was dying. That's what she told me. I was like, that's what you deserve.
Right.
Pull
Oh,
the
you
plug
forgot
on
that
her.
one part though.
Go ahead.
She
Oh, you
said
know
she said that like while she dying, she said she see a black boy like in her room.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
She haunted.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
Right.
oh, you was supposed to tell the story.
No, I wasn't. But
Oh, you know about it?
Yeah, I know
Okay.
about it.
Why you just talk about it?
I was wondering.
Yeah, she said she seen a black dude, a black boy in her room. That's exactly right.
Word?
Wow.
Oh, so she on her deathbed.
On her
Yeah,
deathbed, she
definitely,
kept
yeah.
saying, I see a black boy, like I see a black boy in this room.
She going that. That's what we call hell, and that's what hell is. You're going into your afterlife dealing with some of the worst shit you ever did because you never really came out and let that shit go.
Yeah, that whole thing as far as a black man raped a white woman, That became really, really popular after the 1690s because what they would do is white women who would have sex with black men, they would burn them. They would just put them on a second, just put them on, throw gas on them and burn them motherfucking ass. Right. So that's why they started all that black man.
They cut the genitals off though. They always cut the genitals.
Yeah.
But
I was saying how they did the white women. They would burn the white women. I was saying, if they got caught with a black dude,
now they would do. Oh, he raped me.
Because so many of them, like my 14 times great grandmama, was coming over here from England and marrying niggas. You know what I mean? So there's like in order to stop that shit, they would burn white women who was caught having sex with black men. So that's where the whole "he raped me" came from. That way they can take that anger out on niggas, and that just became a thing. That's why going to how you started this shit. Hell yeah, it should be a punishment for people who have false accusations. Because I found out I had a great uncle who died at the age of 31 over some shit like that down in Texas back in the 1890s. Died at the age of 31 over some white woman saying some shit.
That's why you gotta fuck these white women more often now.
Yeah.
Straight out. I'm saying, if we
that's exactly what's gonna put you in the same situation. Sit your ass down. That's the dumbest I've ever heard. We talk about white bitches snitching on niggas or saying shit that they rape them.
And you said do it again.
I said to do more?
I'm saying
that makes no sense.
That makes as much sense as that shirt.
Yeah, right. You get some shit like that with a nigga with a shirt like that.
I got a deep question for you.
That's why I don't fuck around.
Mimi?
Yes.
Okay, this is a serious question, so I need you to answer this. Shut up. All right. It's sexual, but it's not sexual.
All right, go ahead.
Is dick a reward for women, or is pussy a gift to men?
Well, I feel like everybody's enjoying themselves. Right? So I'm not going to put more on the other than other, because guess what? He might be just hitting it because she right there and she just something to do. Or he might love that thing and be like, this is my boo. Or she might be somebody I hit every now and again. So what poo are we talking about? Or maybe the same thing for that D. Maybe she hitting it because she horny. She wanted some bread. Maybe they did a transactional situation. So it all depends on who we talking about, what D, what P, and what's really going down.
Okay. Blaze. I got my two trusted advisors on female, Blaze and Doe. Go ahead, grab the mic. Y'all can both.
You said the nigga Blaze got 2024 pussy?
I read some books, man.
Blaze and Doe. Y'all get back and forth. Is dick a reward for women, or is pussy a gift to men?
Pussy's a gift to men. Let's be for real.
My dick is a reward.
I agree. My dick is definitely a reward.
I don't know what you
I know what I'm
slanging.
doing, but
I don't want to know nothing about.
Let's put this way. Let's put this way.
Premium penis,
Let's put this way. Only why I say it because I feel the same way, but at the same time, it's like, well, it's a lot easier for a woman to fuck with me. Like some. Put this way, it's a lot easier for a woman to get some dick than for a nigga to get some pussy.
Yeah, but it's
that's no. Don't let's not cap. Let's not cap. That's a fucking fact.
But at the same time, it's easy as fuck to go purchase a Honda than it is to go get a Maybach. You know what I'm saying? No, what do you want to drive? This is premium shit, man.
Any chick, right? Any chick can go in any bar and sit there and walk up to any nigga and say, "Do you want to fuck tonight?"
Right.
It's not the same way on the ground.
That's the difference.
Sit down, Todd. Sit your ass down. I don't want you fucking nigga. I'm tired over here. Sit your ass down.
Oh, let him get let those in there.
I won't let you smack it.
Yeah. Hey, at the same time, and I hear it all the time too. Women be like, "Ah, nigga, fuck you. I don't gotta deal with your shit." I'm like, yeah, of course you don't. Then you just gonna end up with a Todd. Do you really? That's what I'm saying.
Blaze loves his cars. He ate out a Cadillac before.
But in a gas tank.
That was a good one. No, not Todd. Todd a good dude, you know, so that's a good catch. But you know what I'm saying? You know, you can end up with one of those. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't get a Blaze, you can get one of those. One of those niggas he got all day to text and call you because he ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're saying this. We're not saying the same thing, but
I think you are, but
because I do agree. I'm fucking special. You better fuck with me. But I understand it'd be way easier for her to walk in any bar and walk up to any nigga like, you want to fuck?
So can I ask you brothers a question? So
I can't walk up to any girl. But like,
so you don't value your penis like you should?
No, I do. Did you hear what I just said?
So you know what I'm saying? If a woman comes, no. All she got to do is want to fuck.
Privilege to fuck with those.
But all she got to do is,
but we ain't capping today.
Quick question. So if all she got to do is want to fuck, and you fuck her, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, you got no value.
She has to want to fuck though.
That's the
It's times when I want to fuck and they want to fuck.
But
it doesn't the other way around. It's like how many girls you know what I'm talking about. If you want to fuck a nigga, you gonna fuck a nigga.
No, I agree with that.
I can't say the same shit.
Right. Well, I agree with that to the standpoint, what woman are we talking about? Right? If Precious is in the room, I'm not talking about Precious badly, but I'm just saying someone's Precious in their mind, whatever that looks like, right? And if she say you want to hit it, you probably don't, unless you're just so thirsty you hit anything, and then that just says what kind of nigga you are.
Todd finna be in their inbox.
Will, but niggas
forgot about Precious.
Niggas will.
Todd ain't never fell asleep on the bed.
Niggas will get up in here in front. Niggas will get up in here in front and act like they don't want to fuck, but they want to fuck, and they will be in her inbox.
Never.
Trying to fuck.
Somebody
That
getting
just
Precious
means-
right now. Somebody
depends.
fucking Precious right now.
No, I agree with that, but there's different fish tanks and levels of the game.
That's a
all right.
different
So
conversation.
that's
I
what
agree
I'm saying.
with you.
Yeah, it ain't all the same though. All right, because if you got a girl and she's Beverly Hills material, and you got another one and she food stamp material, those is two different levels in the game. The one in Beverly Hills can walk up to all the dudes you just spoke about and get with them all. Hypothetically, I'm just giving a metaphor to it, right? But then, but then, she can. She can. But some dudes got standards. Sorry, there's some dudes that only have bad broads. Sorry. So we talking about the dudes that hit anything. I know all kind of dudes. But there's different ones. But some women, but I know some dudes that got it going on. They got standards, and then I know some to do to hit anything. So to me, it depends on who are you. You just want everybody to hit your shit, then that's you.
That's what I said.
But let those get on. Let those
I'm
get on.
talking about in general.
Right. No,
Average man off the street is
I
smacking any girl that walks up to him and says, "Do you want to fuck?"
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. But if we turn it around,
Not
the
me.
average chick on the street is not walking. It's not. Average chick on the street is not saying yes to any nigga who's walking up to her and saying, "Do you want to fuck?"
But here's the thing, though.
The average girl off the street.
I think it's all coming from a different. I think it's all coming from a different place because he's the type of dude where he doesn't put a lot of expectations on chicks.
Right.
No.
Right, you got niggas who are like, bitch, it's certain requirements and qualifications you gotta have
levels.
to fuck with a nigga like me. Cause in my experience, cause I didn't grow up with shit, and I grew up around a lot of loser bitches. Me tactically, my strategy is like a woman don't respect a woman respects a nigga that she can't do what she want with. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, if a woman just came up to me and offered me some pussy, I would be offended.
Very offended.
I'd be like, bitch, you think that I'm gonna fuck you and I don't know what you about, bitch? It ain't no pussy good enough to knock me off of my square, bitch. Let me see what type of woman you are, how you live your life, what type of discipline you have.
That's different.
I'm gonna smack her.
That's what we talking about. We're not talking about Mary. We're not talking about Mary and all that.
We're talking about the value of pussy.
Any girl at the bar here, they walked up to you and said, "You want to?"
See, that's the problem. See, that's the problem.
Let's anybody.
But see, look, see, that's the problem.
Minus y'all two.
That's what men fail though.
But make sure y'all smash the
Y'all
like
married, so y'all minus y'all three, man. Any other nigga in here, any chicks I fuck people say you want to fuck, y'all saying yes.
But I turned down. You ain't turned down no pussy recently.
Oh yeah.
Have you turned down you ain't turned down no pussy?
I have.
That's what I'm saying. That's the sign of that's the type of man I am. I'm gonna turn down pussy if it don't meet the qualifications.
Right.
I'm gonna still get some head though.
You don't get something.
And the head is a different story.
That's different. I mean, that's mouth. You ain't making no kind of commitment.
I'm keeping you quiet.
Yeah, I'm not taking my whole finger.
Head is to keep a bitch quiet.
I'm only pulling it out the hole. I'm not taking my pants down.
What'd you say, baby?
Slob on that knob like corn on the cob.
Blaze said Tyler a lot, so I got a question for Blaze. Blaze, you only fuck bad bitches?
Uh-oh. Talk to him, Ty.
He said he got receipts.
I only fuck qualifying bitches.
Nah, that wasn't a question.
You only fuck bad bitches?
No, I only like
You
this
ever
type. But nah,
heard me
nigga,
say
do you like the food?
Hey, listen. What's your favorite color may be different than my favorite color. My favorite color is bad. I'm just saying they qualifying. So I'm not accepting that, hey, Blaze, can I fuck you? No.
Pay attention, Todd.
So to bring it on, let me ask this. Have you ever seen ugly pregnant women or ugly baby mamas? Right? So who's fucking them?
Somebody.
Exactly.
Somebody.
Todd.
Somebody fucking Lizzo right now.
Somebody fucking them.
Yes, you got that white dude. Yeah. Lizzo getting fast shot.
They ain't got no Blaze,
No,
babies.
that's precious.
I'm more spiritual than that, Ty.
All right, brother.
Somebody fucking
It ain't no ugly women out here, bro.
Oh, there you go.
What the key word that Blaze said is qualifying. He didn't say nothing about how she looked, how she's built. He said qualifying. So there's a certain standard. There's a certain standard that you got to meet to be around me.
What that standard?
You don't need to be too hard.
What's that standard? Let's talk about what's
Okay,
that.
I'll get like Dunk standard ass. You got to have ass. So you can be his friend. You got to have ass.
He my friend.
Even niggas. That's why I hear. Because we all got ass.
I heard it coming off the rail. I'm like, let me jump off the ship.
This nigga said, oh shit. Where you going with this?
That's some funny shit.
We all got standards, though. I feel like all of our standards are pretty much close, but I think that some people lean more towards just the fucking thing being important, and other people lean towards getting something out of the experience. And it may not be love, it may be money, but some motherfuckers are driven by something different than just sex. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? So what drives you? Is it the sex or the material things?
I'm a sapiosexual, bro. So it's like material things are not gonna I'm if you dealing with me, you gotta be talking about something other than your pussy. Yeah. If you're offering me your pussy, that means that's the deepest it's going. You know what I'm saying? It's your pussy.
Good point.
A woman that's talking to me about what she's doing and how I can help, you know what I'm saying, get shit popping, and you know what I'm saying, showing me that she got a mind and she has some kind of values and morals, that shit is way more important than you telling me you want to fuck. Cause let me tell you something. For the right situation, the right time, every woman's ready to fuck. She can tell you what she want to tell you, but when you get her in that situation, you can get, you know what I'm saying? It can go down. So if you're not on your mind, shit, you ain't talking right. That shit irritates me to even talk to you. I don't even want to text you. What do you want? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing to talk about. So it's like you have to have a mind first. You know what I'm saying? That pussy gonna get old.
That's some real talk.
I'm gonna get tired of fucking.
Baby, how do you teach young women to prevent their pussies from getting old?
That shit.
Oh wow! You got to savor the pussy. You know what? You gotta. You know what? I think you gotta savor because you gotta. First of all, your coochie is more valuable the less people that have visited it. You know, right. It ain't like McDonald's with the big sign. Millions served and now you the bomb. No, a million served and now you're a hoe. So to me, you need to make sure you're ration out the pussy. Like, right. You got to make sure someone worth, what do you see here? Can we go somewhere, not just to bed? Right. I mean, I'm just saying, because if you're just going to bed everywhere, then you're not worth anything. When men see you, they like, oh, I hit it too, me too. Everyone's had you. Man. But if when you walk in the room, they like, oh, I like her, me too, and no one's hit it, you're more desirable. Right. So you need to put yourself in a situation that, of course, enjoy your life, but make sure you're not just hitting everything, moving just because they like you. You feel what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Put the coochie in a box.
Yeah, put the coochie in a special box. You know what I mean? Think of it like this. You know how you go to the department store, they got the clothes you can try on when you get there. They got the things you can touch. And then there's the display case. Right? Let your pussy be in the display case. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? Let them work to get the display case, because if not, you hitting everything, everybody trying you on. You've been in the dressing room 100 times today. Right. How about be special and take yourself to the next level and love you?
Yeah.
Hey.
Put it in the box, y'all.
Put it in the box.
Hey, but don't leave the pussy in the box though. Get it.
But bring it out.
Yeah,
when
bring
it.
it.
No, listen.
You gotta
let's
rinse
keep it-
that motherfucker off every once in a
You just-
You gotta rinse it off. Hey,
A real nigga will make it bring it out the box every now and
Yeah,
then.
you gonna-
That's fine.
I'm on that kid.
Mimi, what would happen if DeJuan tried to holler?
DeJuan is like family to me, first of all. I
Westchester.
love DeJuan. Westchester comments all day, every day. But let's just say if he did try to holler, I would let him know, hey, you my boy, I got love for you, but I don't look at you like that. We family. And I take it back to comment love. You feel me?
the easy let down. The easy let down.
You feel me? You gotta
Easy
know
let
how to
down.
maneuver this shit.
Yeah, right.
You don't
Yeah.
hurt people. You don't make them feel bad. I learned that shit a long time ago when I was young. I was at the bus stop. I didn't talk to this nigga. He said, you stupid B, and went off. And I thought, dang, just because I wouldn't talk to you. So I had to find, no, seriously, you have to find a way to deal with people and respect them so you then can be respected. Because if I'm like, oh, no, nigga, you ain't my type. And he's like, well, bitch, you ain't my type either. And now you got drama for what?
I was cracking at the bus.
Right, now we fighting.
You ever been at the bus stop when it's cracking?
Oh hell yeah!
Nigga, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
scariest place in the world.
You gotta stand to the side, nigga.
Hey, nigga be in the store waiting on the bus. Like,
Down, nigga. Shit.
straight up, nigga. LA bus stops.
Yeah, man, that Manchester market. I'm gonna say something like my dad. My dad told me, and this is for the fellas out there, because I always knew I wasn't no goddamn player. Never wanted to be. You know what I mean? Something my dad told me. He said, "Look, man." He told me this when I was 7. He said, "All of them got holes. They just move a little different." He said, "When it comes down to choosing a woman, you choose the one that got a little more than that, who could do something for you." And he told me the story about how he got with my mom. You know what I mean? They 40 years married now.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's always not about, the smashing down right now and all that stuff. It's about the bigger picture than that. Because at the end of the day, if you a dude that got your business straight, pussy's easy.
Right.
It's so easy. You know what I mean? Especially if you got your shit in line, it's so easy. Yeah. You got to have more substance than that.
Right.
Those, no, like, it ain't like, cause you'll see niggas in the chat room. You'll see niggas in the chat room running mouth. But when I was single and 370 pounds bigger than I am right now, pussy was still easy. Because I was bigger than this. Yeah, I was bigger than this. Kraig tell you, I was bigger than this. But pussy was easy back then too because my shit was always in handle. So don't go around chasing that shit.
You can go pick her ass up, huh?
Nigga, yes. Handle your own shit.
Man, you ain't got
You know what I mean?
Hey, take me to go get my girl. No,
Yeah.
nigga. Why? I'm gonna take your girl.
Postmate the pussy.
Handle your own shit. And then salute to you, Blaze. Blaze bought his glasses from Show Enough.
Man.
On the Last Dragon.
Yeah, man. CC, anybody? People always told you look like Yo-Yo, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all look just alike. You know Yo-Yo?
Yep, I know Yo-Yo. She calls me her little sister.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get into radio and stuff? Because you're really good at it.
Oh, thank you very much. It's so funny. I started off Corey Holcomb's 5150 show.
My bro.
5150.
I love
I opened up a door with
Papa.
Joe Williams, Voice of Reason. Then I got my own show on Keeping It Real with Mimi. Then I got the Aunties on Dash Talk X. And then now they're trying to do a show on me, Check This Out LA. It's a technology show. And so just one door opened up other doors. So it's just been such a blessing. I thank God.
That's dope. That's dope.
Are you still over at Accelerated?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still at Accelerated, but I'm going to move from there, I think. But yeah, I'm still there right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know what to do on that mic. She's clear,
Yes, you do.
concise, getting the point across. Man, smash that. We need to be at 1,000.
They playing us with the likes right now,
We need to be at
fam.
1,000 likes. The one,
We
did
at-
you get that?
We at like 8 right now. Y'all got to get us at least to like 1,000.
Everybody got their topics, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. We're gonna start off. With Todd.
Todrick.
Yeah. Originally, I had the another topic about the girl getting kicked down the steps, but
You.
You the nigga.
that was all quiet.
Yeah. He said, I don't know who I sent it to.
That
The
nigga-
shorts is too tight. Don't let the
nigga
daughter watch the
nasty,
shorts.
yeah.
So
That
you
nigga
don't know
beat
what
his
she doing.
meat to
That's the shorts.
Let the daughter.
That's the shorts you wear when you're a knee brace model.
The original biker shorts.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Man. They got a Gucci knee brace?
That nigga trying to trap him a nigga.
trying to be like this.
That nigga trying to get a child support check, nigga.
Show you just like you. Show you just like you about to do a talent show later on today, nigga.
Crisscross to make you jump, to make that make you jump. Oh, daddy make him make you jump. Crisscross to make you jump. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't. Get up the biggie back there.
Remember Arsenio? Remember that Arsenio? I'm gonna make it back, daddy.
That was my shit.
Hell yeah, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
That shit 30 years old now. Goddamn, bro.
And one of the niggas died.
Yeah, and one of them died. Yeah, one of them died. With the dark skin one.
And niggas sleep on that album they made when they became teenagers.
Oh, the shit with Tonight's the Night on there.
Please, my whole crewmates, G. So blow up on knees. Shout out to Crisscross.
Yeah, shouts out.
And the other Chris on the album.
Yeah.
Chris Kelly.
Oh man.
And shouts out to Another Bad Creation too. Remember niggas like which one you gonna go with?
Playground.
You know.
The playground.
Hey, them niggas do that backflip. That shit get me hyped in the motherfucker. I go outside, bust my head trying to. Hold on, nigga.
Crisscross won that though. Crisscross won that battle though.
Oh hell no.
That's one of the
ABC. I know ABC.
Playground.
I'm with ABC.
I think Crisscross.
Come on.
I think Crisscross got that, man.
No. Remember that shit? Fellas, there's a girl. Was it Jealous Girl? That shit? That shit came
I
out.
wasn't trying to sing back then.
Crisscross is the best.
I wasn't trying to
Crisscross
sing.
is the best kid rap group. Period.
I agree. I agree with that.
I agree with
They
that.
didn't make no whack music.
Outcast, nigga.
No
They
kids.
wasn't
What they was
kids.
teenagers?
16.
They was.
Well, NWA was like kids
But
too.
hear me out.
When they made Southern California.
But hear me out.
Southern California players, they were 16 years old.
But hear me out. That Crisscross album that came out when they were teenagers is as good as that.
I don't know.
No, it's not better. No, it's not good. Southern Play
Nigga,
Listen.
it's as good.
I don't know, brother.
Southern Play Listen still get played. I love Crisscross when it came out, but I ain't played that shit in 29
But
years.
that's because overall Outkast became a bigger group. But that album is just as
I'm
hard,
talking about
bro.
album for album. I was playing Southern Play Listen last week.
So you can't. I'm not talking about that. But the reason you're still playing is because their body of work.
No, because Crumbling Herb is
Yeah,
goddamn
Crumbling
classic.
Niggas
Killing niggas they don't understand.
Hey.
I'm just crumbling herb.
Warm it up, Chris.
I'm just crumbling herb.
That nigga trying to be
Nigga, yeah.
That nigga said, warm it up, Chris.
So I think the problem was because we hopped on Crisscross from the beginning, and that last album was their best album, which was Outkast's first album was pretty much equal, but by the time we got to the album, people stopped listening to Crisscross. Whoever was fans in the beginning.
That means the music wasn't timeless. If the music was timeless, we still be listening to it.
It wasn't. It was just.
No. Listen.
No, Crisscross made hot music for that year. Crisscross made a hot album for that year. But the sound wasn't made to carry over. It was hot, but then you forget about it.
No, the sound was different. So the last album is like kind of like gangster West Coast type shit. It was Jay.
It wasn't a classic.
It had more hits.
You gotta listen to the album, man.
I did.
Listen to it.
And I don't want to listen to it
The
again.
only reason we're saying Southern Playlistic is because they had a better overall career, bro.
I can give you 6 songs right now.
No.
Players Ball.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Players Ball.
Players Ball. The shit.
Southern Playlistic.
The shit.
Crumbling Herb. Funky Ride.
Sometimes I recall.
Features, the
never
intro.
been in at all. Sometimes I feel I'm just a disappointment to y'all. What's that? That shit.
Get
Get something.
Hey, bro, that
You
shit
better
hard.
get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the words of them pass you by.
Yeah, that shit is hard. That shit is hard.
And Andre was hard on there talking
Come on,
about.
give us some from Crisscross.
Just the other day, the girl called me with some shit talking about her period late. Guess what I did? Click.
Oh, yeah.
You know how dope Outkast was? You know how dope they were? Players Ball was a Christmas song.
Yes.
What Christmas song go #1 in July?
Death Row made a Christmas album.
And it's hot every December. Players Ball is hot year round.
Santa Claus. Go straight to the ghetto. That's my shit.
Rest in peace, Nate, man. Super Nintendo.
Sega Genesis.
When I was that broke, man, you couldn't picture.
Nigga, that Death Row Christmas album was the shit.
I think you sleeping on that last album they dropped on Rough House, man.
I think it was good. It just was a great
Hold
album.
on. And let's do this too. We got to do time periods. Because Southern Play is what? That's 91, 92?
That was 93.
93.
94.
94. I'm going to say 94. I'm going to say 94. It was 94.
What are the songs on that album?
On Crisscross album, Tonight's the Night.
One.
And the remix, you had.
No, I can't do the remix.
Okay.
Can't do that.
Young, Rich, and Dangerous.
I don't remember that one.
Mac and Ain't Easy.
That was the shit. That was hard.
It's a group thing. Hey, Sexy. When the homies show up and some cut up. That's the album.
It was a good album. It was a great album.
Hey, give me a hook to one of them songs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Please, Tonight's the Night, baby. So
not the single.
Tonight is the night.
Nigga, that's Betty Payne, Betty Wright, nigga. Tonight's the night. You remember the sample, nigga? What about the real part of the song?
Tonight's the Night.
That nigga reading lyrics
So
off Google.
on these. That was all your joints.
Yeah, oh, and then also Biden came out and said that they trying to require or mandate the vaccine. So any job with over 100 employees worldwide, they're gonna have to get vaccinated.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Nah, they trying to do that shit.
Biden also said he about to check every bank account with more than $600 in it. It had an IRS stupid on
Hey,
that
this
motherfucker.
nigga been saying all types of crazy shit.
But you don't think they
Was
can
it every
make
account or every transaction?
If you got more than 600 in your balance, they said the IRS is going to start monitoring your transactions.
Yeah.
He's
That's what Biden said yesterday.
They got enough employees for that?
I know, right?
Hey, 600 ain't a lot of money.
I would guess that 70% of the population got at least $600 in the bank.
Yeah.
It's homeless motherfuckers with 600.
It's homeless motherfuckers. I used to have homeless customers in the bank with
Homeless
$600.
niggas be getting that $800 a month.
Nigga. And no rent.
Right.
And no rent.
Look,
That's what I'm saying.
So, hey, but also we gotta think about it. This nigga Crazy Joe, man.
Batman that like that.
Listen what he's quoting though. What is he quoting powers from? From what place? Who's the only people that can really tell you what you can do and not doing your job as far as safety? OSHA.
Right.
Yeah.
He's quoting OSHA. You don't got how you so OSHA has the power to tell us we got to take some shit we put in our bodies 24/7. When we leave work, they shouldn't be able to tell you what the fuck to do. Right. You do what you want to do when you leave work.
They're gonna do it, and then your job's gonna say,
No.
if you don't do it by the 30th, then you
No,
gotta
we're talking
work
about
somewhere
OSHA
else.
though. OSHA is the ones that has to push this. The government cannot do it. It's
I don't know who pushing it.
But I'm trying to tell you how it works though. This is how it
Walmart.
works. So yeah, but Biden is telling them to do this under OSHA.
Right.
It's not under the
law.
President's power. It's under the power of OSHA.
But it's under the power, though.
No, but you're not. You see, you're just saying things.
I'm asking you. I'm asking. Explain it to me.
You have to listen. You don't
Okay,
get
go
it.
ahead.
No, you got to go. I'm trying to get it. Look. What you're doing is you're getting a nigga that works at something that has nothing to really do with that. Not elected officials. Nobody elected them to govern over us. So how can they tell you? Look, they already out of control with their power at OSHA. So now they're telling you a vaccine you carry with you 24/7. You have to have while you're at work. So while I'm at work, when I leave work, I still have to carry this vaccine. Yeah, you do. So they cannot tell you what to do with your body 24.
Well,
they only deal with you for 8 hours a
An
day.
employee is a slave.
Yeah,
OSHA governs all business.
No, that's not how that goes, though.
It is exactly how it goes.
And that's why it's not going to happen.
OSHA governs.
Okay.
OSHA governs all businesses that have one or more employees. It's called occupational safety and health. So just keep that in mind. So. Yeah, I mean OSHA is in control of your workplace safety. They control everything from ergonomic.
And that's how they
So what they should be able to do is face masks, headgear, anything to protect you from your job. Putting anything in your body, telling me to put anything in my body that I have to take home. You should not be. You can't. It's illegal for you. See what I'm saying? That's why they can't do it.
I agree with you.
That's why.
This is happening.
No, what I'm saying is
they
citing it. No, they're not.
No, Doug is right. I just want to because everybody's saying the right thing, but you got to go back and listen to the words. It's a government mandate,
Right.
not
Exactly.
law.
Right, not a law.
Mandate just basically means strong suggestion.
Right.
That's all
But
it
then
is.
legally they can do the back.
top.
But you
They're gonna
can't
do
be
something to
arrested
make-
for breaking a mandate, even though it's not law. You can be arrested,
But not this one. This is not. This is not.
because
mandate-
every business has the right to refuse service. So if they're observing that mandate and you break that barrier and say, "Hey, I'm fucking gonna eat here regardless of the mandate," you can go to jail.
But I want to make clear what I'm talking about the mandate. The mandate, as far as the business with over 100 employees, it's a mandate on them. They can say, "I choose to ignore that mandate," and there's nothing legally the government can do.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
They're going to say, okay, so they're going to say, all right, Dunk, this is what you need to do. You need to take this shot by the 30th. And you say, yo, I'm not doing it. I don't believe in it. They say, okay, cool. Turn in your badge. And we'll have you work somewhere else.
No, they're not. You're not working nowhere. You're fired. That's
Yeah,
what
you're
I'm saying.
fired. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So you're fired. Always
Yeah.
remember that they fired you for not wanting to take the COVID vaccine.
Exactly.
So when all this shit go down and all these people, the results all actually start coming back for the vaccines and all that shit, we're going to see what happens. It's not going to be sweet. They're just doing this off. I like they did with 9/11 and everything. Panic, safety. If you listen, Benjamin Franklin said, if you're willing to give your liberties away for safety, you don't deserve either. You don't deserve either
Who said
one. If
that?
you're Benjamin Franklin, if you're willing to give your liberties up for safety, you don't deserve either.
But you can
You
keep
don't
all
think-
your
you
liberties
don't think that-
and just not work
Okay,
here.
so we're not arguing that. I'm
Yeah.
not. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's wrong,
Yeah.
but it's going to happen.
No, what I'm saying is
this is going
it
to
might.
happen.
But listen, we look at things that happen illegally, and just because the government does it, it's cool.
No,
That's how you know.
That's what I'm not
We're
saying.
not saying
It's
it's
cool.
cool,
I'm
it's
just
not
saying
cool.
it's going to
No,
happen.
but what I'm saying, it can't. If the companies don't want it to happen, it won't happen.
Shit.
That's true.
Well,
Because it's a
But
mandate.
why is it shit though? You got to tell me why it's shit.
because it can get dark for the
It's
company.
money. It's money.
If the
involved.
company
Not
say
though.
no,
They willing to pay that fine. You're
if
not
the
going to be able
company
to do
say
nothing.
no, if the company say no, it ain't gonna happen.
A billionaire can be like, look, what it was 300,000. I got that. Don't worry about it. I got everybody. I'm good. Y'all don't have to take anything because we don't believe in that.
So how about this, Don? How about we're just coming out of the pandemic for the businesses, so everybody just getting back on their feet.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a business that's going to stand in the way of what we trying to do here as a government and shit, you're not getting the aid when it come out.
What aid?
Any kind of aid we come up with, just
Why?
how they just came out with the
How?
stimulus and shit like that.
What legal premises are y'all? Are y'all just talking about the government is going to bully niggas?
Government hold grudges.
What are y'all talking about, bro? Listen.
OSHA,
What are y'all
but OSHA is a department that does have finding capabilities.
Yeah.
You have, like, for instance, you have to have your occupational safety and health as well as your labor law posters posted
That's a
in a
fact.
place in your business that's readable to your employees and
At any
legible.
time.
And
And
they better be
it has to be in one place.
Yeah.
Or you face a $14,000 fine.
That's a fact.
So OSHA does have the power to put you out of business, period,
fine you.
point blank.
Right.
So you need to so that's another thing. If you go to a restaurant and they refuse you service because you don't have an identifying card that shows you have a fucking vaccination, you don't necessarily have to honor that if they don't have it posted clearly. They're
That's
required to post the law. They're required to post the law. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
Right.
just keep that in mind too. Don't let them punk you out of certain shit.
And that's
And
the
to go on
thing.
what Duncan said, and
They
to go on
also
what
do have the right to deny service to
To anyone.
whoever.
that's true.
You
But
do
more,
know that, right?
That's their
But
service.
at that point, then you trespass.
Do you know how many people gonna be like fuck that service?
Now it's not a mandate.
but going back to what Duncan
Regular law.
said, going back to what Duncan said, because Duncan was right. Duncan was right. When the businesses stand up and say we're not going to do it, the government has always bent the knee to business. We got to remember that throughout the history of this country, whatever businesses said, the government said, okay.
Yeah.
So if the businesses say, if enough businesses say, you know what, fuck you, guess what's going to happen? Like, they can use their media all they want to intimidate and say, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. If people stand up and say no, if businesses say no,
If they do.
it ain't happening.
That's an if.
That's a
And no,
big
but,
if.
but that's
They're
happening.
doing that now
But
already.
look,
They're already suing.
but when you say the history of this country,
Gotta
that
do it
happens
one.
all the time in this
Listen,
country.
brother, you don't know.
This country's always trying some bullshit.
Always.
And then government,
Right.
then businesses stand up and say, we ain't doing it. And the government be like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's still a
But
shady
they're, not
government,
gonna,
right?
but they're not going to make that a headline on the news because they don't want us sheeple to think that, oh, do you actually have power? But if you look at what these businesses have done throughout the history of this country, when the businesses say we ain't fucking with it, the government is back down 100% of the time. And this shit happens all the goddamn time. So that's one of the things. That's why I agree with everybody was saying.
It's the
But
first-
we don't want to make it a
it's the first-
foregone conclusion.
The first time in my life that I've ever not been able to go outside. So I don't know. I don't
Let's
know
say
why.
this. Let's say this too, Craig. We
wrong.
talking about a physical. We went and seen this firsthand. We was at the improv. It was a gang of people coming up, nigga. I was in the back of them trying to get in. I was behind people. They was turning motherfuckers away.
If you didn't have that car.
If you didn't have that car.
Right.
That motherfucker wasn't packed.
And guess what happened last night? And done. But to prove you right, guess what happened last night when I was at the Improv? I walked in that motherfucker with no mask. They was like, "Come on in. We need the money."
because they lost weight.
We need the money. I was in there, we all of us, we was out there clowns like 1 a.m. last night, but they wasn't asking for no Whoopty Whamps cards. They weren't asking for no masks. They was like, "You about to spend some money? Come on in. We made a mistake."
What kind of candy is Whoopty Whamps?
I called it the Whoopty Whamps.
That's candy with gravy in the middle.
This nigga Kraig, you would say that looking like a Pez dispenser, nigga. Fuck you.
That nigga got gushers with spaghetti in the middle of it.
Spaghetti gushers? That's fucking funny.
Now I got gush, nigga. You pimple gusher having that nigga.
Pimple gushers.
Fuck you and all your zits, nigga.
Hey, show, what you got for us?
Oh yeah, as y'all know,
TJ
25
Show.
25 years marks Tupac death. You know what I mean?
It's been
That nigga
25 years.
Since he was dead, so Tupac can't hear. That nigga said Tupac's deaf. Tupac, you said Tupac is still alive for you next.
25 years.
Yeah, are you?
You said all eyes on me. Stupid. Nah.
Paint a perfect picture. Tupac ain't deaf, he's dead. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, but basically there was the segment that I basically looked up on was on YouTube was why he didn't sign the Ruthless Records, and they basically had the same the manager for Ruthless, Tupac, and who was it? I believe it was Dre. They all had the same what was that shit called? They all had the same manager. And basically, there was like he was like the reason why Tupac didn't sign to Ruthless is because he was like I was in the transition of leaving Ruthless, and it's like while I was leaving, it's like leaving your parents' home and trying to come back. It was like I was trying to expand and do my own thing. Wow. It was like so that was the reason why Tupac never signed to Ruthless because the manager wasn't gonna go back and you know what I mean, bring him that way. So that was one thing.
How you think Tupac would have did on Ruthless? I don't know if
Think
that would
it'd
have
be
been a fit for him.
He would have to bring his own producers.
It'd have been more rugged though.
You had to bring Shock G with him.
He would have fucked around and got to be with Bone. He would have been out there with Bone.
He already, but it's like they style is totally different.
Yeah, well,
they more melodic. Pac would have
For
got
the
in
love
there.
of money with Pop.
but I don't know because it depends on the time that Pac was in there because Pac was on that revolutionary shit and what was that Tupacalypse and they was on some fuck the police shit so they probably would have merged depending on the time period.
He was, but
He
Dunk
was too
made
big of a star.
Dunk made a good point. It comes down to the producer.
Yeah.
Because it was like
Facts.
Bone was melodic, but Tupac had a different sound. You know what I mean? That Death Row sound fit him, and so did that Digital Underground sound. It was just
Real
the way they
motherfucking
programmed
G's
because-
though.
Yeah, they played. Real motherfucking G, but like Tupac was on more of that George Clinton groove kind of shit, where it was going in your face on the one, the zap. Let's bring it in. Versus
I think you
Pac
been
was hard on
Pac was
hard on. I caught a plane out to Cleveland last evening to catch up with some.
Yeah.
That verse was hard.
Yeah.
Say it again, Tupac.
That's Tupac. And
Milk Dud with a shirt on.
caught a plane out to
Cleveland late last evening.
How did the hook go for Pac?
It was my thugs.
You see how slow Pac had to rap?
Yeah.
Nigga, family like I was a demon. See, it's like, so it's like,
Bone was just.
even the producer they had there didn't really have nothing for Pac to really, cause Biggie had to change his whole style to even rap with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to rap like Bone to fuck with them. You know
Real
what I'm saying?
motherfucking G's though. Real motherfucking
And that
G's.
nigga,
He couldn't rap on that.
he was like, armed and dangerous. I'm gonna say that. Ain't too many that can hang with us.
I know we know Angel does.
Label us notorious.
Came out good. It
No,
came
I'm
out really
serious.
good. I'm glad.
I thought he spit that shit all the way through. I was like, nah, this nigga can't
I
breathe.
did that.
Mimi, you ever meet Tupac?
Yeah.
Oh, tell that Pac story, Mimi.
tell that
Tell that
story.
Pac story.
Met Pac a couple of times, actually. One of my better friends, she's Daz Dillinger's baby's mom. So when they had the...
Do Dad's mouth really look like that in person?
That's what it is, man. You know what?
He got a
I'm
big
running.
ass mouth.
You know what?
Dad's got a Shaq mouth on a regular head.
I'm running down the
Like somebody drew that nigga mouth like a cartoon talking.
That's one of my favorite artists. I'm a
Hey,
comedian.
Daz, I love Daz, man.
I love Dad. Don't be sitting. Dad, one of my
We need Daz
favorites.
energy down in here in Craig's Facts. If y'all know, man, get that Daz. If you watch
They
it,
said they drew
come
that
watch.
nigga mouth at the Santa Monica Pier.
Animated a conversation real quick.
But okay, talk about it.
So, no, I had the opportunity of hanging out with Pac a couple of times. Pac is one of the realest, and even back to what you guys just said, I think Pac is legendary, and I think whoever he would have got with, he'd have made sure that his shit was the way he wanted to see it. Pac is a leader, not a follower, so you're not finna give him no beat he ain't feeling. He gonna say, push that back, and he gonna keep it to where it was on his level.
How was his energy on some regular shit? Was he hyper? Like, what kind of...
You know what? He was hyper, but then again, he didn't take no shit. Like, I remember one night we was at the comedy club and one of the comedians was up there talking shit about Mike Tyson. And he stood up and he was like, nah, you're not gonna talk no shit about my homie. You're gonna talk shit about these bitches. I mean, he just went left, right? He was like, talk about these bitches, like talk about anybody but Tyson, right? And so, and this is during the show. So it was real abrupt.
Pac didn't have a sense of humor?
You know, he had a sense of humor, but I guess when it came to his homies, he was one of them loyals. You know, he was down. I think that there's a point when you have a certain loyalty, you might get offended.
Right.
So I think the jokes became offensive, and he wants to stand up for it. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a dope experience.
It's a dope experience, yeah.
Book Capone said he taught Tupac how to watch.
Oh, I know. Wait, you know what? You know
Nigga, I taught Tupac to Watusi, nigga. You talking about Latron? What do you call that? What do you call that? Nigga talking about Latron? Latron?
This nigga Boo taught Jesus how to put holes in his hands.
You know what? Not the watch. Shout out to Boo.
That's one of my favorite niggas. That shit almost broke me. We're going to go to a commercial break. When we get back, more Kraig Facts.
Hey, dog, this nigga Boo tried to check.
You see that? Nigga said, as soon as he motherfucking nigga said that.
Y'all had me.
They know me over there. The gangsters call me Square, but ain't nobody running up Ric Flair airs. Fake fight, rape type, test them hairs. DNA will pray, extend pairs. Cut off too many niggas wearing Jordans. Equal testimony recording, so run off and go get fly and kill them all like COVID guy. Cause every real nigga knows is why. Black is beautiful to me, this is all I see. It helps my cheek. No more buying bricks, I only buy IPs. The jack of man gon' starve and need to buy IVs. I'm not a street nigga, that's repeat nigga for defeat nigga. I got a Kevin Hart, so let me explain. This black on black is bump clothes, we need a change. So lighten up a tad bit and laugh at my pain. Hey, I'm talking to you, bitch, pull me a trick. This woman is cute and this one here need a shrink. I see it all coming, so I know when to blink. Take a bump with this white girl, so you know what to think. Or get slapped with a loose glove and then hang up a mink. I'm not a pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know damn well if I owe you something, you can get it from God. Brother, you're a god and it's my favorite earth. At war with these mortals, never wage your thirst. Make her taste it first. Finger dipped in slurp. If pussy smelled like a gator burp, that's where danger lurks. Look, man, Lena's damn near head round, hit the brakes, then pause. You are not a tough guy. Those withdrawals cause nausea to body aches, closing walls. Pistols pop for addiction, exposed to cause. Throwaway shooter, you'll be dead in a week and I'll be in Bermuda. Coded calls, easy puller, leave if not constructive. Nearly fuller and forklift courtship. Unload your problems and force fit chords. You can't talk while I'm talking. She likes to spend money. Dorset, poor chick, surprise her with financial advisor. Hey, I'm talking to you, bitch, pull me a trick. This woman is cute and this one here need a shrink. I see it all coming, so I know when to blink. Take a bump with this white girl, so you know what to think. Or get slapped with a loose glove and then hang up a mink. I'm not a pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know damn well if I owe you something, you can get it from God.
What you say, God? Well, you know I know that. But why wouldn't I do what you're telling me to do now? I'm here because of you, Lord. Because of you, I walk by faith and not by sight. Well, exactly. When I was in the penitentiary, wouldn't nobody... Okay. Well, what does that mean to me? Exactly, Lord. Exactly. That's why I love you, God. A personal relationship. Brother, what brings you to our beautiful church today?
I've been on drugs my whole life. It's taken everything from me. I thought it was going to help me with my cardio. And I can't stop snitching.
Listen, man, I got the dope. Right here.
He got the dope. I see it.
Lord, you've heard this man's heart, God. Bless this man and give this brother a miracle. He's gotten you off the drugs. It's a miracle.
Oh my God, hallelujah, I'm off of drugs.
What is this, brother? Who does it belong to?
There's cocaine right there. You know anything about that?
Nope.
God! The Lord tells me you've been hiding some things, brother. The Lord tells me you have a serious case of hepatitis B. The Lord has also told me that you're a heavy eater. That when you pass gas, there's weight to it. Thank you, Lord, for that word. Lord also tells me that when you eat, you pick the food out your teeth, re-season it, and re-swallow it. I see here that you actually borrow money from the police. Thank you, God. If I owe you something, I'm not going to give it to you, so you're better off getting it from God, my Nick.
You're down, so I don't need no hands or action.
Ready and go.
Of hepatitis B. It's the Lord, what you say, God? Okay, Lord has also told me that you're a heavy eater. That when you pass gas, there's weight to it. Thank you, Lord, for that word.
I needed to see Eugene the evangelist. I knew I needed to see Eugene the evangelist. I knew I needed to see Eugene, the gangster evangelist. Man, your reputation on the streets is unbelievable. You have no idea what's been going on with me. I've been messing around with drugs my whole life. I'm talking about years. I thought cocaine was the answer. Have you ever seen anybody fat on cocaine? Absolutely not.
All right, ready? Hold on and go.
What you say, God? Well, you know I know that. But why wouldn't I do what you're telling me to do now? I'm here because of you, Lord. Because of you, I walk by faith and not by sight. Well, exactly. When I was in the penitentiary, wasn't nobody... Okay. Well, what does that mean to me? Exactly, Lord. Exactly. That's why I love you, God. Personal relationship. Brother, what brings you to our beautiful church today?
First, thank you for seeing me. Yes!
Can you pull me up a cup? I won't remember.
Yeah.
'Cause my girl threw away the roses I just sent her.
Oh.
She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender.
Bartender.
Can you pull me up a cup? I won't remember.
Yeah.
'Cause my girl threw away the roses I just sent her.
Oh.
She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender.
Man, where did you get your bartending degree at? The DeVry Institute? Man, hey, that last drink that you made tasted like a strawberry Huxtable. Let me find out you up in here making cosmopolitans. You got to be the worst bartender that I've ever encountered.
Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember. Yeah. My girl threw away the roses I just sent her. She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender. Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember.
Yeah.
My girl threw away the roses I just sent her. She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender.
Man, why was that last drink you made so spicy? Like, it didn't have to be that spicy. You in here making ghost pepper daiquiris, you know what I'm saying? Habanero margaritas. And was that last drink supposed to have pumpkin seed shells in it? Man, what is I need to speak to your supervisor, man. What is his extension? Cause I don't even know. What was that last drink you made? What you call that? A Dasani? A Arrowhead Mountain Spring water? Good drinks is hard to find around here, boy. I tell you, man. That drink that you just made tasted like a teriyaki chicken bowl. Your drinks is in here tasting like power steering fluid.
Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember.
Yeah.
My girl threw away the roses I just sent her.
Oh.
She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender. Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember.
Yeah.
My girl threw away the roses I just sent her.
Oh.
She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender.
Well, I'm your host, Uncle Todd, and this bartender here is somebody need to put a C- in the window when you come up here to get a drink from this dude, because I seen him back here making gin and penicillins.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
You gotta let her know when she's wrong.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
Man up, but keep it moving along.
These are just the rules, created for the fools. That's right. How to do a robbery and get away with you. That's game. First you map the plan out. Meet her at a man's house. Must have wore some track shoes. Sprinter how she ran out. My girl to your girl to our girl. She hates rules and date dudes she can't choose. Let me prepare you. You swear you in at the dare you. A 2-hour room for the pair you. Yeah, you be close but hands off like an heirloom. Yeah, you start to kinda like and put some rules down. Yeah, you don't know that she's about to cheer you. Cause there's another man in the space that she stares to. Yeah, you. These are just the rules, created for the fools. That's right. How to do a robbery and get away with you. That's game. First you map the plan out. Meet her at a man's house. Must have wore some track shoes. Sprinter how she ran out. If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
You gotta let her know when she's wrong.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
Man up, but keep it moving along.
Said she with it, did it for the business, I just checked the gram after hitting, she got niggas, yeah, said I'm with it, did it for that kitty, niggas think we cool until we kick you out that city, she called me a little baby, no newborn. Fucked her so good, she said I should do porn. Ay, I proved a lot of shit, but money told me do more. Yo, if I can't fuck you, girl, what's the crew for? Yo, ay, somebody need to catch Tommy Lawrence slipping. Hop up with that piston, racist ass white lady missing. I can go and tell your bitch to get your cars listed. Hit up Kraig, we drifting. Turn Nicolas Cage, they all lifted.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
You gotta let her know when she's wrong.
If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you.
Man up, but keep it moving along.
These are just the rules, created for the fools. That's right. How to do a robbery and get away with you. That's game. First she mapped the plan out. Meet her at a man's house. Must have wore some track shoes. Sprinter how she ran. Let's go.
Domestic violence is not always abuse. Because some of these women like to fight. When a woman hits you, you can temporarily forget she's a woman.
What the fuck, bitch? The fuck?
My mouth. Bitch, you hit me in my mouth.
Disrespect.
Didn't I tell you I was out with Smitty? Oh, you want to keep swing? Stop it. I told you to stop. I told you I was... Smith. Bitch, I'm finna...
Are you a philosopher?
Kind of unintentionally, I guess, yeah.
Life is a bitch, man. All my knowledge base is on how to control the bitch's life. That's the only woman that is fucking with you and everybody else. And if you don't control her, she gonna run right over. Shut up, bitch! I said pancakes, bitch, okay? Turkey bacon is cool too, but I need pancakes as well, okay, bitch? That's all I'm saying. You see I'm over here doing an interview. I know you probably got a nigga... Whatever, just pancakes and turkey bacon, bitch. And I mean, you gotta control life. Because everybody's fucking with her, so what makes you different?
You've been bitten by the snake. I can tell cause you're looking for mistakes. Like great don't come with second takes. In that search for perfection, the journey goes to waste. How you on but you ain't? Crystal ball says y'all ain't saints. Nigga. And y'all ain't crew, he the boss. He don't do that greyhound with you. The black bag belongs to you for a town or two. Make friends with a bum, sleep on the street, and that's the only nigga down with you. Cause you all you got. Preacher man can't do it, nigga, call your shot. He done brain fucked your girl and now she bringing them all you got. Brace that label us sinner, now your balls is chopped. But once you believe in you, then it's all to stop. Killers, cutthroats, and scoundrels. You keep a lot of niggas around. A circus over there and they waiting to clown. Cause you lost what they found. Killers, cutthroats, and scoundrels. You keep a lot of niggas around you. It's a circus over there, and they waiting to clown you. Cause you lost what they found. I only know what I know. Sometimes I fall short when I'm slapping a hoe. Mother told me hit back, father told me get strapped. So when they come swinging, all you need is click clack. Them hungry niggas will extort you, they almost forced to. How you in Rome and ain't talk to Caesar? Them west side niggas gon' check your visa. Yeah, no stab, that's a crab. Can't run with a Charlie horse, unlit lamp. Plus that bitch, she with them niggas, all shit snap. She done turn your hotel into a Target trap. They might as well take your bread, but hopefully they leave your head. Another Louis bag and we left for dead. It's group economics, dog and sled. If we don't pull for each other, then there's trouble ahead. Killers, cutthroats, and scoundrels. You keep a lot of niggas around you. It's a circus over there and they waiting to clown you. Cause you lost what they found. Cutthroats, killers, and scoundrels. You keep a lot of niggas around you. She looking for a layup. I could tell cause when she talks she don't say much. And she used to be an A cup. Got a new body from the waist up. From a set up bitch to a set up miss. She like a drug dealer cause she set up licks. And she halfway conscious. Whole teppin' in this halfway nonsense. How the fuck are you the real McCoy when I meet you with the truth but the vibe is soy? Cutthroats and scoundrels. You keep a lot of niggas around you. It's a circus over there and they waiting to clown you. Cause you lost what they found.
Guess what, y'all? I have a new product. It's called the 6'9" Snitch Finger. show do not have a goddamn. Is that a lace front beard?
You just put it on.
Hey, man, I'm about to get, man, I wish I knew who the fuck said that shit.
And point to the person you're snitching on.
Bitches go home for Christmas. Man, I ain't It was this nigga. It was that nigga here. It was this nigga here. This nigga here. I wanted to go home, nigga.
$25 plus shipping and handling.
Sometimes when men need it, women don't want it. A week with no sex and my sexual energy starts to get weird in a mug. And some women notice. Like yesterday. Yesterday I looked a woman into a light jog. Gas, no brakes. And this bitch had on sandals, man. Even more fucked up because she jumped out of her car and ran. Did me like the European jump shooter's name. Open-toed scurry off. I'll be tripping, I'm a player, I be bouncing back and shit. So I met this other girl and I stepped to her like, hello, my name's Cassell. Since I got a good job and she liked me because I'm a player, you better believe she responded like,
Hi, I'm Lisa.
Then I noticed her notice me. Didn't want to start off things bogusly. People always trip when you say exactly what's on your mind.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. My dick's hard than a motherfucker. Yeah, she tripped, then immediately tried to dip. Cassell tells no lies. Get it from God, my Nick. Quick ads back to back. Hey, we're gonna do these quick ads back to back. Y'all got it?
I can read off those. All right, go ahead. Fall is here.
It's a Blue Chew ad. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Wow.
Fall is here, and we could all use a stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate.
Blue Chew.
That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. 1 second. Go to bluechew.com/promo code Kraig. Bluechew.com promo code Kraig. Kraig. Bluechew.com promo code Kraig.
Okay. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at the fraction of a cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready when an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com.
1 second. Go to BlueChew.com promo code Kraig. BlueChew.com promo code Kraig. Kraig. And receive your first free Blue Chew pack for free.
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Goddamn, I'm getting a call. Oh, you getting a call? And once you're approved, you'll receive a prescription within days.
Goddamn,
it's his phone. I don't know what that shit.
Blue Chew.
Yeah. You're at the fourth bullet point.
Blue Chew.
The best part.
Blue Chew.
And that'll be it. Just the 2 bullet points.
Blue Chew.
Okay. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and are prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. There's something you're supposed to say something.
Blue Chew.
Man, go to BlueChew.com promo code Kraig. BlueChew.com promo code Kraig. That's it.
With Blue Chew, men everywhere are excited to see the postman.
Yeah.
Wow. Because when your package has arrived, your package has arrived. Wow.
Blue Chew.
Definitely. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew like a motherfucker.
They always say the first impressions are more important.
No more mid-sex jerk-offs. You're going to be hard the whole time. Trust me. I took a Blue Chew and I tapped her out and our relationship is in a good place. Take a Blue Chew to tap your woman out.
Blue Chew.
I want to.
We're going to do this other ad. Blockify. Blockify is a debit card in which you can earn Bitcoin. Yeah, so my bad. Cashback credit cards are 2020. Earn Bitcoin instead. BlockFi has the world's first Bitcoin rewards credit card that lets you earn up to 1.5% in Bitcoin on qualifying purchases. Whether you're a crypto pro or a total beginner, you can finally earn Bitcoin the easy way with the world's first Bitcoin rewards card from BlockFi. You can learn unlimited Bitcoin on you can earn unlimited Bitcoin on everyday basis just by purchasing. Interested in buying Bitcoin but don't know where to start? BlockFi has the world's first Bitcoin rewards card. Yeah, go to BlockFi, man. We've been talking about Bitcoin and decentralized banking for a while now. I know a lot of you guys have been purchasing it on Cash App, but get that BlockFi credit card and you can earn 1.5% in Bitcoin, which is better than nothing. Go to BlockFi.com. Let me tell you exactly how to get to BlockFi.com. Hold on. Yeah, go to BlockFi.com, man. Get your Bitcoin rewards card. BlockFi.
They on that Matumbo shit. BlockFi, man. If you can't,
no. But check it out. Right now, our listeners can get a bonus of $25 in crypto after you make your first purchase with the credit card when you sign up at BlockFi.com/Kraig. Again, right now, all of our listeners can get a $25 bonus in crypto after you make your first purchase with the credit card when you sign up on BlockFi.com/Kraig. That's a $25 bonus if you go to BlockFi.com/Kraig. Get into the Bitcoin game.
That's dope. $25 because they projected Bitcoin to double, so that could possibly, we ain't no financial advisors that can help you out. Get them motherfuckers a try, y'all, please.
Yeah, give them a try. And this is how you spell BlockFi. BLOCKFI.com. Again, BLOCKFI.com/Kraig. Go to BlockFi.com/Kraig.
Kraig. With the K, goddammit.
With the K.
Don't forget the forward.
The forward. Yeah, that backslash is
yeah, that's that right pinky, the forward. That's the right pinky on the next to the space bar.
This
Home
next
row keys.
Dunk, what you got for us?
Oh man, yo. I got some good shit to talk about today. In California today, we having a recall of the governor. Well, a vote for the recall of the governor. And you know what I mean? Your boy Gavin Newsom, you know what I'm saying? His head is on the chopping block. And we've been getting some misinformation. I ain't gonna say call it misinformation, but we're getting led to think a certain way. They're making it seem like this is a Republican thing, a Republican power grab. Less than 50% of the people running are Republican. You know what I'm saying? Most people are Democrats and independents. The people of California are pissed at the governor right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's right.
We got to go back to when this first started. We were the first people to lock down.
Right.
Last people to open up. What we do? What else?
Had the same numbers as Florida, and they never locked down.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on.
Same numbers.
I kept going to the place they told us not to go to.
Yeah. So while everybody had to shut down, you know what I'm saying, school shut down, you know who lost the most money out of this? You know what I'm saying? The black and brown people in the communities, when they sit down on the restaurants, they had to resort to Uber Eats. We talked about this last show. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a good look. You know what I'm saying? So after that, what he did was made the Hollywood were considered essential workers.
Right.
So everybody else had to shut down except Hollywood. So Hollywood kept shooting. They actually was building places where you can sit down and dine outside right next to businesses that couldn't open up.
Right.
Because they wasn't considered essential workers. But right. Hollywood was. That's Governor Newsom did that. You know what I'm saying? While you sitting at home with your kids, you know what I'm saying, trying to do home school or work or they're doing school from Zoom. You know what I'm saying? His kids went to private school in person.
Right.
Because it's connections, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Also, while this also was going down, you know what I'm saying? We have him going to dinner with lobbyists, you know what I'm saying? At the French Laundry. During the lockdown, under his orders, he in there at a restaurant, the French Laundry, I don't know if you've been there.
Right.
It's $400, you know what I'm saying? Easy, a person.
Right.
So he's eating those meals, you know what I'm saying, on our tax dollars with lobbyists, you know what I'm saying? While everybody is suffering, can't go nowhere, he's doing his thing. He's always, it's just a problem with leadership.
So explain to the people what a lobbyist is.
A lobbyist
Fucked up.
Chris Paul.
That's a nigga
Chris Paul's a lobbyist.
It's a nigga.
Troy Young's a lobbyist.
That's where you go in your hotel, my nigga, and you talk to the person at the desk.
At the hotel. You know, that was in the lobby all day. How's he not a lobby? Mother's been in the lobby since I met him. That nigga's a lobby.
Lobbyist, nigga.
He helped me out my car, walked me through the lobby. That nigga's a lobby.
That's a lobbyist.
Niggas put shit together that think it sound like it. That's what a lobbyist is, nigga.
Yeah, so it's just horrible right now for your boy.
Or I thought that was a Mac Dre. Them niggas in Yugoslavia that ride and die for you. I think Mac Dre was talking about them niggas.
So you don't know what a lobbyist is? Okay. Keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Just Google it.
But yeah, so you know what I'm saying. I just want to, because it's not a Republican thing. This governor's fucking up. You know what I'm saying? He's handled this pandemic worse than, and they trying to make it like Texas. I don't know if y'all know anybody, but everybody moving to Texas from California that I know. That's the big thing. Oh, I'm finna go there. It's cheaper out there, which they don't understand how shit works. But anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Higher gas.
they just don't get it. Shit, they gonna get you somehow.
They don't get your ass.
Yeah,
gonna hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So are the air conditioning bills out there.
You better off moving to Mexico.
Basically. So you know what I mean? They want to.
What's that little city a lot of motherfuckers move to? Cali.
Cali,
Mexico.
yeah, yeah. So you know what I mean?
Rialto.
Look at Todd City.
And then the thing is, they trying to say my boy, because they hating on Larry Elder, which is a coon. I'm not finna, I have no dog in this race. He's definitely a coon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
100,
but it was I don't know if you've seen, it was a rally where a white girl had a gorilla mask on and was throwing eggs at that nigga. And they said he just had a hard time in California. They didn't say it was a racist white woman with a gorilla mask throwing eggs at a black man. Even though he's a coon, we said that. You know what I'm saying? He is a coon, but she can't do that to nobody black.
Because he's not
So he made Trayvon Martin comments. He made it.
He said
some coon shit.
Larry Elder said that white slave owners deserve reparations before we do.
Yeah, he said.
But nobody's man. But I want to make this point here. I want to make this point, nigga. On the mic, shut up. Off the mic, shut up. I want to make this point. This nigga Larry Elder omitted the fact that white slave owners got reparations.
Yeah.
So that actually happened. Yeah. So
that's what we call cooning.
Larry Elder's always been someone who's he's gotten famous talking against whatever black interest is. He also said that we don't need when that guy in Texas, in Jasper, Texas, got dragged for 3 blocks. He said we don't need to talk about the white on black. That doesn't exist. We need to talk about black on white aggression and racism. Yeah. But when asked, okay,
he's trolling.
But when asked, can you name a case? He can never name a case. Yeah. But another thing about Larry Elder, go look this shit up on YouTube. That motherfucking security guard got slapped out in Venice yesterday.
That's what I'm
like he was walking through, like his security guard was walking through, and some woman came up and slapped him.
Yeah.
And then
that's what I mean.
They had to put him in the car and drive off.
But this is what I mean, though. That wouldn't happen if this was let's flip it though. This is a white Republican doing this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have. And no, I'm sorry. This is a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? And he's walking through there, and they got a little fairy wings on, and they could come hit him with a pixie dust. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? That'd be they're gay bashing. It would be a big issue, bro. So what I'm saying is they'd make a big issue. So I'm saying like, and they don't care if he speaking against what gay people. They're gonna be like, no, he's gay, and we're gonna ride for that nigga. That's what it is. But with black people, we're not doing that. Not even that. That's not the one I'm talking about. But not even because I'm not a Larry Elder as a man. And as a, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing, nigga, I don't want you.
As an organization.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about Gavin Newsom as a governor in California has failed us every time he's been there. We got Dianne Feinstein who's running at 85 for a 6-year term. You're finna be 91 when you finish. Sit your ass down. See what I'm saying? So we got a problem in California politics. This is not a Republican thing. This is people in California are pissed. The Hispanics are not coming out for Newsom on this. They already said it. New York Times did a whole piece on it. They're not coming out. That's who got him elected. They're not coming out for the recall for him. They're pissed off also because he pushed their ass to. Now you see now if you go down Atlantic and Compton, they got a gang of taco trucks. Mm-hmm. They taking people taco trucks. They out there with tents, nigga, and grills now making tacos.
Wow.
Because they like all this shit gotta go. They finna shut all that shit down because.
Cold nigga to take a taco. Like what?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have an institutional problem in California.
We have a major problem with Newsom and like Yeah, Newsom. He's and on top of that, he was at his own winery. It was during the lockdown.
Yeah, he was.
He
chilling.
cost the state billions and trillions of dollars, and other states like Georgia and Florida never shut down. And there was a whole piece on it when you looked at the numbers and you adjusted for population per 100,000. The Woompty Whamps was all the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So chocolate on the Woompty
And the biggest issue Californians have, the biggest issue we have with Gavin Newsom is he looked like Terry Silver from Karate Kid 3. Like,
he's definitely the bad guy.
Gonna have a shag.
He's definitely
we
the
don't
bad
like
guy
having
in
a
the
governor
movie.
with a shag.
He's the bad
Newsom,
guy in
if
the
you cut your shag off, we might like you more, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Newsom's full of shit.
He full of
whole
shit.
ass nigga.
Yeah, when it came down to saving Californians and I'm saying saving jobs, and we was telling them that I remember people protesting like, yo, you can't lock nothing down. If you lock it down, we done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is before PPP loans. This is before any of that shit. They was like, shut it down. We ain't got nothing for y'all, but y'all not finna be open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, he's open though.
Right.
His kids is in private school.
Right.
While your kids is sitting there screaming in your damn ear while you trying to do. Man, that's what I'm saying. I had to do schooling with my kids. I cursed out the teacher.
Right.
But how you don't know how to do the shit you supposed to do? You work here. Why you asking me? I'm like, look, he finna log off for the day, man. I'm sorry. This is too much for us. That's what I swear to God, we had to get off, bro. Like, cause. But see, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about. That shit real, bro. Like, so it's like, it's a situation where a lot of black, when that happened, who was hospitalized? Who lost all the people? Black and brown people died at the highest rate when COVID is at its highest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what we trying to do is it doesn't have. I don't care. I know the Republicans ain't finna come and fix shit for us.
Why do we always say black and brown like they give a fuck about it?
They don't give a fuck about it.
Well, I'm just talking about stats. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna pile the stats in as minorities. So they talking about, you know what I'm saying, black and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? They little small Asian community who don't really fuck with the government like that anyway. They govern themselves. So what I'm saying is he is fucked up for the longest. You know what I'm saying? It's time that it was next year we doing another election, right?
Yeah, 1 year. I got 1 year.
Yeah, he got 1 year. Even if the other nigga, he just gonna be in there for a year. He can't. He say, and Larry Elder said he wouldn't put us on lockdown. I don't believe the nigga. I don't leave no nigga ain't got no edge up.
I don't believe the nigga.
You know? Hey, I voted. Look, I voted on the recall. I ain't gonna say what I voted, but when I wrote in a candidate, and it's always
Duncan
George
is a
Clinton.
Republican, in case y'all don't know.
Nah, never. Never.
I don't identify as a Republican or Democrat, but I do have very conservative views. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of shit I'm not with.
Yeah.
And I try to be progressive, but some shit is just weird, nigga.
That's a fact.
I'm never gonna be okay with my daughter having a nigga that on a nigga woman on a team that used to be a man.
That's a fact.
I want my daughter competing against other women who were born female.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is weird to me.
I stopped
too, man. It's, some shit I'm conservative about.
Yeah.
But for the rights of gay people, I'm for rights. I'm for the rights. I'll fight for you all motherfucking day long.
But I don't want
to. I stopped being a Democrat in 2004 when them niggas couldn't beat Bush.
It had no snacks at the convention.
They didn't have no chocolate.
I'm voting. I'm hungry.
This nigga, they lost to a Bush and the nigga that grabbed pussy. They don't do good with pussy.
Vote on an empty stomach.
This nigga Kraig look like Marine Sinbad.
Fuck
you.
Sailor Sinbad.
Hey, I want to bring up that movie Blood Sacrifice, man. That's on Amazon Prime. Omar Goody and you gotta go check it out, man. That's Amazon Prime movie with Omar Goody and them, Mr. Tan, them, making his debut again and shit.
Right.
Yeah, but we gotta support these dudes, man.
Yeah, go check it out. Blood Sacrifice on Amazon.
Yeah, some cool shit too, man. Them niggas.
Yeah.
Them niggas some Crips.
Watch
that. Blood Sacrifice. They gotta die. Well,
Listen about a little bit.
It's a movie about Abraham and DJ Quick. What happened with
Abraham and DJ Quick? Nigga from the treetop, nigga finna get sacrificed?
They sacrificed Theo from the beach. Quick, something was up with you and Theo. Always up there, 92.3 the beat.
Yeah, you could have told us that nigga was Asian. We never knew.
Them niggas out there spray the jungles.
Yeah.
Niggas got the same hairdresser, nigga.
Those, man, we got our Jet Beauty of the Week segment.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, Cat, this is Jerome, me Cat.
Hey, Cat, what's going on, Cat? She got the cat eyes. Mad as a motherfucker.
Everybody in the chat been talking. She's like 6'4". She like a solid 6'1" with her socks on. Is what you said?
I'm 6'1" in my socks.
In her socks.
Yeah.
You like little niggas?
She do.
AKA you niggas ain't got a chance.
She probably nicer than y'all niggas in basketball.
I wish I controlled breeding in the U.S. I wish motherfuckers had to come to me before they could choose.
You already breed aardvarks, nigga.
You. No, I'm saying, cause I wouldn't let her have no babies with no little nigga, bro.
Gotta be 6'4" and up.
It's gotta be Blaze or bigger. You ever been with a little nigga?
See if I can control breeding.
Okay, I'm glad you was taught. What's the smallest nigga you ever gave a shot to?
Maybe 5'11".
Oh, you was tripping, bro. That's a worthless nigga. That's a worthless nigga.
Hey, dog.
That's a worthless
short nigga with long ass arms.
That nigga gonna tap like a motherfucker. Yeah. He ain't gonna dunk. He gonna be tapping, nigga.
Every nigga under 6 feet look the same.
5'11" was you on drugs
I
or what?
was in high school.
Oh, okay.
Was you on drugs?
In high school.
That nigga's cool.
She said that was a freshman.
As an adult, it's never been under maybe 6'4".
Okay.
Okay.
Cause little niggas are persistent. They gonna be on time.
They gonna be
writing
looking up
love letters.
Niggas,
shit.
niggas be at the club like, so I'm saying though.
Little niggas they be ready. They want to show their value. I'm good. You deserve it.
Okay. Little thigh. That's some thigh right there.
I see you.
Okay.
What's the first NBA nigga that ever tried to holler at you? Eldon Campbell.
Jelani McCoy.
The first NBA nigga that ever tried to holler.
Sean Rooks.
Sedell 3.
Robert Bat.
Come on, first NBA.
She ain't gonna say.
She ain't gonna say.
Them niggas ain't shit no more.
The first one was probably my boy, Andre Miller.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Marvin Day. Yeah.
That's a legend. Give it up for Andre
Andre Miller's
one of my
I'm glad
favorite
you brought it.
one of the best point guards in
That
the
nigga knew
game.
how to control the pace of the game better than nobody. You know what I mean?
bet you he know
okay.
I bet you know he know how to pass off points in conversation really well. Because he's a really good player. No, he's a good
Kraig.
You think that translates to talk shit to
That's crazy. I'm 6'2", I'm too small. So am I too small?
Just a little bit.
Damn.
Fuck Blaze!
Look at Blaze up there sucking in his stomach.
This nigga Blaze 6'7" and can't dunk.
Blaze got boots. Tell that nigga get him.
So pretty much the only nigga that got a shot is Blaze.
I saw it on TV.
You couldn't dunk? The nigga ain't never dunked though.
I got footage of me done.
I didn't call him. He didn't call the nigga. Call the nigga like that.
That nigga put all his energy in the table matches, nigga.
Wait a minute.
Y'all want me to stand up? Y'all want me to stand up? I got you.
Go ahead. Big nasty. You on camera, nigga.
Muzzle on that nigga, man. Muzzle on that man.
That's homegrown.
That's homegrown.
That nigga, hey,
My nigga Max Payne back there tripping.
man, that nigga spiked his own drink. That nigga back there roofied himself. That nigga back there, woo, it's hot in here.
That nigga took grandma's tablecloth and put it on his back.
That nigga Big Nasty, you just as the only nigga in colors.
What's your name? Larry.
I'm finding the case right now.
So Andre Miller was the first.
I think so.
Okay, so I mean, talk about, is it tough being a taller woman and date and find somebody that you're compatible with? Is that like a tough task?
It's never been tough for me. I think tall men always gravitate towards me, so I've never had it's never been slim pickings, and I've always been in basketball. So,
right.
For those that don't know, I've been a Division I basketball official. I've refed for 15 years.
Right.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right, girl.
I thought you was 15 years.
15
Goddamn.
years, and I've refed basically everything from pro stuff. I refed at the Drew for a lot of years.
Ain't nobody cussing you out for a travel call, are they? You ain't never been cussed out.
I have.
The niggas gonna curse you out the Drew. I don't know what you talking about.
Best player in your opinion you ever refed?
Ooh.
Good question.
He said game. That nigga does not pass.
Well, I refed the Ball Brothers.
Salute to the Ball Brothers.
You seen Lonzo up close? I mean, not Lonzo. You seen LeVar up close?
Yeah.
Do he still got that yellow front tooth?
Man,
I'm about to say that.
yeah, front tooth. All the teeth is yellow,
That
nigga.
nigga like Craig's elbows.
That nigga got that butter love, nigga.
Nah, shout out to the Ball family. That's one of my
Salute
favorites.
to the Balls.
For breaking the
You a
mold and
grown-ass
doing
man.
some
The Balls.
unprecedented.
That's a family. It's a family.
So you've been reffing.
You
15
did salute
years.
to the balls.
Yeah. My father was also a ref, so I just kind of been in the gym my whole life.
Right.
So I played, came home, started reffing, and it's been great.
Wow.
Been great. Yeah.
So talk about the struggle of becoming a Division I ref, because I know that's really competitive.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Now, how were you able to get that? Like, how were you able to make that happen for yourself?
I was super blessed, honestly. A lot of people wait years for that opportunity. I kind of reconditioned my body, lost a lot of weight, changed my body type, went to try out, was successful. I was hired in like 6 JC conferences. The next year I went back, tried out for D2, was hired for that, and the next year I was D1. So for me, I did D1 in 3 years, which is like exceptional.
That's unheard of.
Yeah. But I think anybody can position themselves that way. It was a lot of sacrifice. Like, while people were at home sleeping, I was at 24-hour fitness on the treadmill doing numbers, like, all the way, like, hitting it, walking and running, just training. So it's a lifestyle. I mean, I had to change my body.
Right.
To even be accepted, because when I started officiating, they weren't used to women looking like women.
Right. Right.
So that was my challenges came with that, with
crazy
being an official with breasts.
Yeah. Right.
And body.
Right.
So I got a lot of no's early because they were uncomfortable with my body.
Yeah.
So that's always been something that I had to like really work on and change. But anybody can do it. It's just a lot of work. You know, you have to study. It's not a game. Like, you don't just get to go out there and be, put on stripes. Like, you have to know that game inside and out and be able to make split-second decisions.
So would you say that field is dominated, like most of the women are like homosexual women in that industry?
There's a large lesbian population in that industry for sure.
Thanks for correcting him too. He's homosexual.
It's still homosexual.
Yeah.
Oh, you politically correct now? Oh, look at Blaze.
No,
Thank you for correcting me.
I read an article. There was an African player, Nigerian player that played on the Sparks, I think, and she went to the media about how she felt like she was persecuted because she was a straight woman playing.
MVP?
Was she the MVP? You know,
I think she was. Yeah.
Y'all fucked that chance. Straight woman playing.
Really?
When Charlie's up here talking about you, beat the dog shit out of WNBA.
Charlie ain't here no more to come on down.
She's like, nah.
Really?
How that nigga fuck?
I'm a fan too.
Yeah, that's cold. But tell her, hey,
she played basketball.
That's true. I remember like the.
When I was in college, I definitely got pushed in that direction.
Right.
I mean, as a player, when you're on a team and your whole team is essentially lesbian and you.
They try to punk you into it.
Oh,
But
they try to take it.
hold on, see?
Wow.
But hold on.
On some Ronnie shit?
Wow, that's
This nigga, man.
What happened?
Hey, so let's ask this. I
Go
want
ahead.
to ask this. So do you think that's a double standard though? Because it would be fights in the men's locker room. If it was you know what I'm saying? Like the whole team was like, you know what I'm saying, on some homosexual, but I ain't on it. I ain't tripping, but I'm playing with y'all.
Most straight men. And I grew up hooping, so I know how it is for females playing basketball. But in the world of men, most straight men wouldn't be on a basketball team if they were the only guy That was straight.
But you didn't know
Yeah, we'd
though.
be like, fuck it.
Well, but that speaks to the power of women. Women are more open-minded, more loving,
That's
more
a fact.
accepting, more nurturing. So I would imagine that any good woman wouldn't have a problem with being the only straight woman on the team. But the pressures that come with it have to be monstrous. Like, you know, how did you deal with that?
That's a very good question. It's tough.
Right.
I get asked this a lot because there is a stigma that, you know, women's basketball athletes are pretty much all gay or whatever. So there is that stigma. And I've heard some people say, "Oh, I don't want my daughter to play basketball because I don't want her to be that way," and things like that. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has a choice, and you know, if you're solid enough, no one can make you.
Right.
Choose a lifestyle. I think you choose that on your own. Yeah. We just have to work with our young women to just make sure that they're confident. I think less of a problem is women trying to get that at them than it is men hurting them. And then them becoming open to women.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, if you want to get really down to the source.
Right.
You think it's men doing
There's
that?
something to that. I mean,
It's you guys.
our young women, they get hurt early. They get hurt early and they get hurt often by men. So then now you find yourself hurt.
Like you mean
heartbroken.
cheated on?
Yeah, heartbroken, devastated. There's trauma, right, that they don't heal from. And then they're in this environment and they're excelling and they're with other strong women that want to love them. So
Right.
now you got a girl that
Yeah.
has been heartbroken and is surrounded by a lot of love that feels like it doesn't come with a price.
But it's easier for women to make that
sounds
choice
like a
of-
real
of-
strong cop out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It sounds like that's
I
like
got a
accountability
message.
It's
somewhere
easy
in
for
there.
women to make that transition because y'all already do gay shit on the y'all be in the touch each other's titties and shit.
Right.
That's
No,
just
no, no.
off. Oh, girl, your titties is growing.
Yeah, that's easy.
I don't give a fuck how buff my niggas is. My man's is. I'm not gonna say, hey, no, you get you out there, my nigga. You looking good, my nigga. No one can do that.
And for women,
We gotta get out.
for the women that's been hurt at a young age, understand that it's just a learning lesson. It's life.
Yeah, because I've been
It's
hurt.
like, but-
I've been hurt a lot too. Nobody cares about when I'm hurt.
Especially under the age
No, they
of
don't.
25.
Nobody
Motherfuckers
gives
are
a damn.
dirtbags
But
on both sides.
but ladies, accept this, because I'm going to love you as you are.
Yeah.
But if you have a girlfriend, you are homosexual.
Yeah.
You are. That's your orientation. So accept that, embrace it, and don't exploit the lifestyles of people who really are this.
Yeah.
Because I got a cousin that's gay, and damn near every woman she ever been with is back with a nigga or married, and she stomped down gay.
Yeah. She ain't changed.
Depriving herself of dick because women are playing with the gayness. And jumping back on dick. My cousin's still right here, out here, a real diehard true lesbian, and that's my nigga. But all the other people going back to dick, and it ain't fair.
I agree with that.
Stop breaking the hearts of these good studs. If you're not really gay,
Talk that shit.
don't dabble.
Talk that shit.
I gotta speak
I'm with that, Greg. Be true to it.
Talk that shit.
I gotta speak for the male delegation because I might be one of them niggas that they come back to.
Yeah, right.
So leave that alone. Let them do what they gonna do. They gonna come back. They gonna come back.
Oh my! But for
Oh
me,
yeah, they're coming back in the phone. Yeah.
I'm speaking up for studs because ain't nobody speaking up for them.
Yeah. Studs are getting the worst of
They're
it.
getting the raw end of the deal. They got to take care of other people's kids.
Brittany Griner.
That was her decision.
They
Brittany
gotta dress
Griner.
like niggas to get respect.
Right.
They got to do all this shit.
Speak on it.
Try to pee standing up.
You ladies is fucking over studs, and it ain't right. It ain't right, homie.
And they paying like they were. Taking care of your kids.
Do studs hate on the penis? Do studs hate on, like, when they talking to the other girls who are straight, do they hate on men?
Yes.
Like, what they say?
Yes. Well, they know, like, oh, you on dick.
Right.
You definitely get those comments like, "Oh, you on dick," like, and you know it's derogatory, like,
Right.
like they're offended that you're on dick.
And I seen some porn searches where they taking it to. Nah, I just
That
seen
was
it.
you searching?
On dick.
You on dick? Fire stood out there.
This nigga's show searching powerful.
That's just nigga, Twitter's is a wild game, bro.
Hey, like my sister, I remember like my sister was all state at Palisades High School, and then when it went to senior year, she didn't play. because it was like she was like these women is crazy. And she's like, "Fuck this shit." She's working
But
hard.
that's a
academic.
problem, though. We gotta address that.
That is a
Come on,
problem.
we can't. That's called sexual tension that you shouldn't be having in a
Sexual
sport.
harassment.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you sitting there telling this girl because she's straight and she like men that you're gonna take it.
Right.
Yeah, hold on, you finna take it. So what if she like, nah, we gotta get down, and she beat her up? It's gonna she beat her up because she was gay. No, she finna rape me.
Right.
But see, they're not gonna look at it like that. She's gonna get investigated. Oh, was she homophobic? Was she? Well, come on, we can't do that, man.
I think in order for women,
If we gonna put pressure on the pussy, let us do it.
I think women.
Y'all don't put pressure on the pussy.
Y'all got your own. Y'all's more.
But here's the thing.
You thought I was saying something?
I wasn't saying shit.
Go ahead, Blaze. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, release that shit, Dunk. Get that shit out, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. Let us. I mean, y'all over there,
Studs,
man.
I'm here for you. These bitches ain't shit. I know it. I know what y'all going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stick in there. You gonna find one.
They mean us.
You got
One
Studs
day-
Philly on right now.
Yeah. Well, I think studs should probably date other studs because that's who's really gay.
Yeah.
Ain't other studs.
That would be gay for them to date another stud.
No,
They really committed.
that's bullshit they talking about. I know it's they shit and they define it, but nah. If I'm a gay woman, I want to be with a woman that's really that way. I don't want to be with no woman flip flopping.
Right.
You looking for a life partner?
That's not attraction. So what you're not speaking to is the attraction. So if you are a stud, you're attracted to a feminine
Right.
woman, like just like a man.
Right.
So
Well, it's not just like a man.
no, but I mean the attraction.
Throwing that thing in the air like a coin toss.
Because if I'm going to support the community, I have to support the real.
Yeah.
Being gay is not like being straight.
I'm not at all.
Well, a woman is not a replacement for a man. She's an alternative to a man.
That's a fact.
So if you're a woman that dates women to replace men, you're never going to be happy in life.
That's a fact.
Because you're not getting the same energies that you get, from male and female. It's a whole different existence. It's a whole different. Women don't necessarily have to submit to other women.
Not at all.
But
And
if
they
you
fight
want a
for
man, at some point, if you're good,
They fight for it. Like that's the biggest thing. We gotta talk about the fight that go on in that community, man.
Domestic violence is higher.
But the fight though, I don't think the fight differ that much. You gotta fight motherfucker. You gotta fight motherfucker, whether she with a man or a woman.
What?
It is
No. Wait, what I'm saying is. What I'm saying is the rate of fights in lesbian households is way higher. No, that's just a fact.
That's a fact, my nigga.
I didn't make this up.
Hey, do the stud go to jail first?
let him get
I
off.
mean, if you're talking about the numbers, there's two women, so it's gonna seem like a. But they the same. So you saying so the rate of argument is less when a woman is with a man?
I'm saying the rate of throwing
We're
hands
talking about what
is more.
the fact is. You're speaking on what you
fact?
think.
No, we're talking about just the fact.
There's a
What's
fact.
the fact?
Okay,
The fact
let me
is-
tell you.
Come on now.
Cyborg. Nah. What it is, this is a stat. The Department of Justice. The people who are like women on women, men, they have more domestic violence, higher frequency of domestic violence in their relationships. That's a fact. It's not nothing. They will tell you that themselves.
Domestic violence and arguing are two different things.
We're talking about domestic violence.
Then,
The fuck all I'm talking
then,
about.
then I won't argue.
But
there.
does-
Domestic violence.
But doesn't
I'm just talking
argument
about
lead
the
to domestic
argument.
violence? Doesn't argument lead to domestic violence? Though?
She don't shut the
I
fuck
don't know what
up.
kind of man you are, but
I'm talking about with them.
I'm pissed off
I've
regularly.
never heard of one.
I don't touch nobody.
I'm talking about
I'm just saying.
if there's been domestic violence, there's probably an argument before that.
I've dealt with
Right?
women that
Right.
argue.
Well, no, there's some crazy niggas out there that just leave when I ask one.
Man,
and
tell
argue
me.
after.
Losing 2K?
Wake up, bitch! I'm arguing. They do. Wake up, bitch!
You're always sleeping, bitch. Told you about this.
But going back to what Duncan said, that's something like we bringing it up, not to talk shit about y'all, but to bring it up because I don't care whatever your sexual preference is.
Yeah, I don't give
But
a fuck.
whoever you decide to be with, if y'all have a disagreement, you don't deserve to get your ass whooped. You know what I mean? So we got to bring this up within the gay and lesbian community. The rate. I'm saying we got to bring up now. I don't want to all lives matter.
Yeah, we can't do that, bro. We can't do that. Yeah.
This is one time all lives matter.
Nah,
No. What I'm saying is this: because when they talking to the straight black men, they don't all. When they talking about straight black men, they don't all like
all
battle
of
rap.
us, niggas.
They go right to
Toxic
fuck at
masculinity.
Toxic masculinity. They don't call Mexican men toxic. They don't call white men toxic. They call black men toxic. So what I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. I'm only bringing this up because if you gay, you still deserve a civil relationship.
Yes.
And if you're in the gay community, man, stop all that hands throwing, motherfucker. If you got an argument, talk that shit out.
Gay
Don't think
people
just
are
because
too
you gay, you
violent.
get a pass to beat somebody up.
2 gay dudes chased me yesterday, man. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in society? Well, two niggas hop off a scooter and chase me up the street the other
For
day,
real.
bro.
And this week,
I'm in Manhattan. 2 gay niggas hop off a scooter randomly and straight bash.
They thought you was Quag. They thought this nigga was Quag White. They thought you was Quagmire.
Straight bash, nigga. They up
You straight bitch.
So, ladies.
So your nose is using that blue shit, nigga.
So, ladies. So, what advice would you give to a young lady that's navigating this terrain of maybe trying to do something that's outside of her element, that makes her uncomfortable, like being the only straight player on a basketball team with all gay women? How would you tell a woman to navigate uncomfortable waters and still get the type of result that she's looking for?
Good question.
So my immediate answer to that would be value yourself and establish what your baseline is. Just like anything else, we go to a job, we say this is the minimum I would expect, right? You need to have that minimum for yourself in life. So value yourself and decide what's below you and what you will settle for. And I think if you move through life knowing where your value lies, then it can never be tested because you know what's below your baseline.
Mimi?
That's real talk.
First of all, you gotta love yourself. And you got to know who you are and whose you are and what you're trying to do with your life. So you don't let nobody stop you on your path. So their path ain't your path. If they like the women and you like the men, you stay with who you like and stay on your mission. Don't stop the team because, they're trying to coerce you to do something. No, love you and know, hey, this is my lane. If that's what y'all do in the room, then that's what y'all do. And I'm going to step myself away from that.
Right.
So I won't be tempted to jump into this foolishness. And the reason I say that is because if you're hanging out and drinking, you become the person that they want to take down.
Right.
It's a job now. Like, I'm going to take her, I'm going to get her. They in the kitchen plotting on your ass.
Right.
When they come out there.
I want to give credit to the new generation, too. Like, I think it's changed. I think when I was coming up, it was a while ago. And I think this new generation is way more liberal. They're way more okay with everybody's choices. We have new letters that have been added to the LGBT, you know what I mean? Right. So this generation is a lot more open, and I don't think there will be as much pressure applied. But back in the day, per se, I think it was more of that because that was the majority.
Right.
But now I think people are just a little bit more open-minded. So I want to take up or defend where we have come with this and don't leave it where it's been, because I think we have made there is growth in this area.
But one thing we have to be conscious of as black people is you have to understand what multiculturalism is for, and the purpose of it is to weaken our struggle or to provide a scapegoat for them giving us what they owe us.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So as a black person, if you're gay, you're thinking in error if your gayness is above your blackness. It's secondary to your blackness. As a people, we're diverse and there's different types of us and all that, and we have to love each other, but above all of our differences is the fact that we're black. So if your sexual orientation is more important to you than what you are as a black person in this country, then you're seriously misinformed and you have been bamboozled. And you need to revisit your morals and your understanding of who you are as a person, because our struggles in this country early, it didn't matter if you was gay, straight, or black. Nigga, you was feeling that same whip. You're feeling that same oppression, and a lot of your white counterparts that are gay. Yes, they've experienced oppression, and it's wrong, but it's not the same as what we went through as a people. So don't let them muddy our issues with gay issues, because they're not the same. They owe us something different than they owe gay people.
And to bring more context to what you said, look, when it comes to gay people, white people, they understand that the reason why we say this is because when you look at a power dynamic, you look at who owns and controls the resources. This is how those who own and control the resources see it. So because they see it that way, you have to decide what team you're gonna play on. Because when you look at what's going on with white folks that are gay, that's an issue with other white people. But there are a bunch of white gay slave owners. J. Edgar Hoover was gay. White America, they opened up West Hollywood over here in L.A. They got their own gay city. Even the sheriff department, if you look, got the rainbow colors on the sheriff car. That's how gay that city is. But they don't say, come other gay Mexicans, come gay black people, come gay. No. They be like, you black. Yeah, you may be gay, but you still a nigga, so you can't live in West Hollywood. Take your ass back to Compton.
Right.
So, because they see it that way, you better open your motherfucking eyes.
Right. And look at James Baldwin. He's a prime example. Everybody know that he was a gay man, but he was a solid soldier.
I didn't know that.
He was open. He was open about his gayness.
Yeah, that's
James
why
Baldwin
he
was
was in
open.
Europe. That's why he was in Europe so much.
He said, I'm gay, but I'm a black man.
He said that out of his mouth.
He said that out of his mouth.
Yeah, I believe y'all.
Langston
I didn't know
Hughes
that
too.
shit. That's crazy.
Langston Hughes too.
Langston Hughes?
What?
Langston Hughes also, very gay.
Hold on. I'm Langston Hughes' predecessor. Gun on my
Langston Hughes is very gay, but they both talked about, although I'm gay, I still got to live in the ghettos with the rest of the Negroes.
Okay.
So they understood that their gayness didn't separate them from being black,
Right.
and it still doesn't today. No matter, even though the TV commercials and the TV shows make you think that way, that's to desensitize you and get you off your guard.
Hey man, we gonna fuck around and wrap the show. We got this last segment. I personally don't think there's no way to find a white woman that's more beautiful than this black woman here and this black woman here.
Either one.
But I guess he's gonna make an effort too. He's
gonna. I'm gonna win every fucking week. It's a fucking fact. I'm gonna win every fucking
week. He gonna slide over your shoulder.
So Kat, you are beautiful.
You could go.
And
Mimi.
And Mimi is gorgeous. And this is more today's bunny. Big Nasty's bunny is more on Mimi's level because because they're on it. She's an older woman. So let's check her out. Let's check out.
That's a lot to live up to, man. Let me show
you.
Y'all can jump in and see if but this
is gonna be a
top notch
dragging right here.
So this is Andy. This is gonna be Andy. Shout out to Dave. She's married too, but shout out to Andy. Yeah, so shout out to Andy though.
Andy Dalton was.
Andy Dalton.
Fucking with Otto, it might be Andy Griffin.
What's that
AD is gonna go crazy.
What the hell?
That's all AD.
Who the fuck is that? Teen Wolf Mama? Yeah, something like she's something like a school teacher, huh?
Sandra Bullock.
She look like she done killed a whole bunch of white men on Lifetime.
That's a beautiful woman.
She's not good at all. She got options. She just need extra lotion, but she good though.
She probably 22, looking 37.
Yeah.
She was like a.
Nah, she's well
She's
past
like
her
a flowered
40s.
chicken leg.
Hey,
let's see what the ladies think.
Front and faking with the silicone pair.
So what do I think? Is she beautiful like a black woman? Is that what you're?
Not more beautiful.
Oh, just in beautiful. Just in beautiful. You know what? She's an attractive lady. I've seen people that look less than what she looks like.
Shawn
so
Michaels.
I'm gonna shout her out and say, you know, she's not, instead of Karen, she's Sharon.
Sexy.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh yeah. Now that's not. Even though she's in a sexy position, she doesn't have sexy. She has. I'm the lady next door, trying to be sexy.
Right.
Exactly. She's vanilla.
She's like Cono O'Brien.
She is a wannabe, but
She look like she get fired as a secretary every 9 months.
She look like she work at.
She wanted you to see them titties. She paid for them titties. And she wanted you to see.
She tell her. She tell her.
She look like a sunbeam.
What's a nice ray of sunshine? What you guys think?
Your next one.
So
she burning sunshine.
So our second beauty. This is Big Nasty's Butch beauty. Yes, and she made a lot of progress. She's a real. This is gonna be a real stud.
Gary Busey.
That nigga manned her up. I'm gonna man you up. Don't worry about it.
Check her out, man. Check her out. She's solid.
We wait.
Somebody said Marsha Mathers.
Oh no.
offended.
Hey, what would your pop say to this?
Nigga, what the hell is that? I brought this man to my house. So bro.
She look like she'll beat Bow Wow's ass.
She'll beat everybody's from ass.
Nah, she can't.
She got that pass last night.
Why we doing this? It's a dick under that
That nigga said, why are we doing this?
She looked like Otto.
Yeah, watch out.
That nigga done put his sister up here. Come on, Otto. That nigga put his family out there.
Otto got a man there,
She get her hair done the same place as Blaze.
No.
She take better pictures than you,
I
Shaw.
don't lie. She been in the gym. She on
Why
the
she?
wall.
That's cool, but why she keep her braids over her titties? Move the braid. If you ain't move the braid.
That makes it a dick. Show the nipple in.
Show the titty. We want to see the tit.
Some men's got titties on.
That's cool though. She got hers out. She look like Tyreek Hill.
She not
Nah, man. Thank you guys for watching those Big Nasties, Bunny and Big Nasties Brutes.
Man,
Beauties.
look, man, there's duality in life, man. We can't act like shit don't exist. I'm tired of niggas acting like, hey, look, I don't date white girls like that, but I'm not looking at you as less of a nigga. If you doing what you want to do, date who you want to date. As long as your heart and your as long as your heart and your conscience is black, I'll fuck with you. I don't give a fuck who you date. There's duality. Stop hoe tepping and act like you niggas ain't snow tepping too, cause some of you niggas is snow tepping. There's too many mixed breed motherfuckers out here to act like niggas ain't fucking white girls. Blaze, tell them where they can find you.
Bad Boy Blaze, shout out to myself. OOBLZ at Instagram.
Nigga Blaze.
Tell them where they can find you.
Oh, Contagious, K-A-T-8-G-I-O-U-S on Instagram.
You heard it before. It's Otto Boss on Instagram, and that's all I got for you.
Hey, it's your girl Mimi. You can find me at Keeping It Real with Mimi on YouTube and on Instagram. Check me out.
Dope ass show.
That's right, baby.
Dope ass show.
Good job, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead.
Uncle Todd Comedy, IG, Twitter, Facebook. Check out what y'all finna do on YouTube. Check my album out. It's called I'm Out There. Taco Tuesdays on there. Blame the Bartender and Headaches. And Left Me in Pasadena. Check it out.
Good shit, man. Done.
Oh man, Che.
I'm sitting here like this.
I had to clear my shit because he always gonna interrupt me when I do my thing. I don't know if y'all seen that. We gonna have a meeting about that shit. Nah, man.
My tag. That's what's gonna happen.
You ain't never gave me an A, and you motherfucker.
That's his shit. We can't.
There's some real niggas for now. And I'm gonna let y'all know, y'all real niggas for that. Nigga like the 2021 Tin Man.
2021.
Tina. I'm sorry. Anyway. All right, the real Duncan Penny Hughes on Instagram, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, my daddy versus Smitty.
Nah, Smitty. I think Smitty put hand.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
They don't fight, you shoot niggas.
Oh yeah.
That nigga got a pistol.
I told you a story how he knocked the nigga out and landed on top of him, and I had to pick him up. I told you that. I'm still scared of that nigga, man. That shit look good as a motherfucker.
I was like, why you showing us this? The
camera's
Yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, get all that shit. Sapiosexual out right now. Nothing special. Fuck with my sound packs. Get chill with her. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Fuck with your boy. Heavy.
Yo, what up, man? This is your boy, the Real DJ Show.
Burn this cup. You can look at me. I got it. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Get the belt. That's what we doing. Get the belt. That's what we doing.
Shoulder had the belt for 3 weeks.
You already know, man. Niggas ain't, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna let Grimace. I'm gonna let Grimace rest this round. You feel what I'm saying? Chucky, no. You got a Chuck E. Cheese audition, my nigga. My nigga. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You look like Biz Marquis, nigga.
My nigga, you look like Kumo D, my nigga. Oh, my nigga got the disorderly, the fat boy glasses, nigga. Somebody hands you up, right? Baby is a big man too, nigga.
Okay, meaty gums. That nigga good.
Hey, you can tell by that. You can tell by the nigga fingerprints. He hit the Men in Black ball, nigga.
That nigga gums are like a tomahawk steak, nigga. You can get it inside of that nigga gums, nigga. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My nigga look like a dirty ass. My nigga look like a dirty ass Duke Nukem, nigga.
He got the Duke Nukem glasses. You should have went with that nigga.
No, that's a Meteor Man chest plate.
You look like a Watts Bluto, nigga, from Popeye.
We go, me.
Let's go. I'm on fire right now.
My nigga look like my nigga Duncan look like a California raisin, my nigga.
You said it before you bomb.
Say that shit before.
And new.
I ain't saying that. Hey, this nigga show look like the great Khali, nigga.
And new. Heavyweight champion of the world. Let's go.
I just come to throwing you. My nigga show was shining for 3 weeks in a row, man. He put up a hard fight. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. I can't go ahead.
Hey, nigga about to rub the black on that belt. That shit about to look like shoe polish, nigga.
I don't know. Marilyn Manson rings over there. That nigga go to Hot Topic and show out. Anyway, hold on.
Let's go, dog. Let's go, dog.
Oh, let me put it on my shoulder. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
I ain't mad at you, my nigga.
Do your shit.
Tell them where they can find you,
Had
dog.
3 weeks, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you was doing your thing.
I ain't mad at you.
Couldn't let you get my nigga tied up like
You know what I'm saying? This be your boy, the Real DJ Show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dunk. You know what I'm saying? I hater ass nigga had the belt for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Can't be hot every week. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Longest defending champion on the show. I can run with it. I'm all in this bitch. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm the longest champion. I feel like Triple H in this motherfucker. You feel me? But make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. The Real DJ Show. Hell yeah. The Real DJ Show. We also, if anybody interested in hopping in the live reviews on YouTube, I'm letting anybody on the Kraig Facts review music with me. You know what I'm saying? On Plan A Radio. So tap in, subscribe.
It's a dope show you got, brother. It's a dope ass show you got, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So if y'all want to, hell yeah. So if y'all want to bag on niggas like music and shit like that, you know, give y'all honest feedback. Make sure y'all follow me. Plan A Radio on YouTube.
Man, fire. Yo, Chet, Ibo Quenu.
Hey!
I love the intro. I love it. Hey, Kat, thank you for coming through today. Y'all know where to find me, right? Regular_DLZ, man. I love everybody.
That's right. Yeah, give me I want y'all to bookmark the website right now because it'll be live in about 3 weeks. IncenseInAshtrays.com. That's the radio show. I'm doing my live music mix downs every Sunday night and Friday night. Sunday night, Sad and Soul. Friday night Funk. Right. You know, I'm telling the history of the music, talking the real stories, talking about where the music come from, and correlating it to today. So all that shit y'all be hearing me ranting about when it comes to music, I can show you the proof on my Mixcloud show. So go to my link tree right now and download my Mixcloud and salute to Duncan for my new intro music. The new intro music for Incense and Ashtrays, Duncan did it again. He did it again. And my new underlying music for when I talk, done by Duncan. So any of you niggas, because every episode on my YouTube, I get somebody asking me who did the music. For everybody who asks that shit, this nigga does all my music because it's black folks. We work with each other, and I pay this nigga. You know what I mean? He ain't no Kraig Facts hookup. The nigga gives me a price, and I pay it that same night. Not, you know what I mean? So salute to you, Duncan. I appreciate that. You got the energy of my show again with your music. And salute to Kraig Facts, and salute to all you sorry ass niggas in here.
You fat motherfucker.
Man, as a fan of your show, man, I be dozing off like a motherfucker. I don't want to hear you unless you flipping some ribs or something.
Was that a shot at me?
So educate me while you frying barbecue or something.
You want me to cook and do the shit?
Thank you.
I might
That's
do
all
that.
I gotta say, man.
Hey, we might talk about that, man.
Let's run it, man.
Ashtrays and ribs.
And then do some ribs.
That's not a bad
I'm having a barbecue. I'm not gonna let these niggas know when, but I am having a barbecue coming up in October. Yeah.
You know I'm there.
You know
Can't
my barbecue. Them hoes.
Man, I ain't never been to a Dewan barbecue.
For the whole ass.
Oh, you coming to the next one?
Throw your gums on the grill. I can't stop. I'm on fire. I can't stop. I'm on fire.
Nigga, you look like you already well done, nigga.
Fight back, yo. Fight back. Nigga, I want to go out.
Nigga look like a nigga off of Boys in the Hood. Hey, get a little nigga the ball back.
I know that nigga. His name is he's a rapper. His name is Deezer D.
Yeah.
He's a Christian rapper.
He's a Christian rapper.
Deezer D? Named Deezer D.
Oh, yeah?
He was on CB4.
He was on CB4
too. The nasty nigga.
Yeah, Deezer D.
No, the fucking.
You talking about? Nah, that ain't the same. You talking about the DJ?
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't the same nigga.
Deezer D.
Not from
Deezer D is the big. He's the bigger nigga with the wave cap, the bigger like kind of.
Yeah, that ain't the nigga from CB4.
Yeah.
Straight out of Low Cat, it was Dead Mike,
That's
there was
not
Chris
him.
Rock, and then it was Deezer
That's
D.
not the nigga from Boys in the Hood, bro.
That's the same dude.
That's not the nigga through the nigga. Give the nigga his ball back. That's not the nigga, bro. That's a different nigga.
Todd is still a capable.
No, Deezer D is the one that had the ball.
Thank you. That's
Still a
it.
capable.
Yeah,
You
Deezer D
talking
was-
about the swole nigga, black nigga, right?
Yeah, that nigga was in CB4.
Yeah, the CB4.
The little boy was in CB4.
No,
Deezer D is the one that had the ball, not the one that said get a little nigga's ball back, the one that had the ball.
Got you.
The bigger nigga. I think he was the driver in the red Honda. He was the driver. He was the driver.
That was different. That was a different one.
I don't know what
No, he was in the car. I don't know if he was a driver or the nigga out the window, but he was in the car.
It was Crips, low key.
Well, no, the Bloods that shot Ricky. Deezer D was one of the Bloods.
Oh.
The niggas that the little nigga give you, them was the Bloods in the movie.
Right. Okay.
Ice Cube and them was the Crips.
Yeah. They had the Bulls.
Yeah.
That
But look-
let you know.
Right.
Salute to everybody that lived up in the Avs when they was filming
Hey,
Boys
that
in the
nigga
Hood.
pulled out both them double barrels out that
Man.
window. Nigga like, nigga, nose, good.
Got him. Hey, yeah. But look, I see somebody out there been saying that one of my parents is white. Nigga, who the fuck told you that?
That's racist.
Some of you niggas be making shit up, nigga. I can't wait to run into some of you niggas to put some of this size on your mind, nigga.
Oh my god.
Hey, but it's true.
That was the play.
When we had the Vegas show,
I put pressure on a few niggas out there.
when we had the show, what was everybody saying? I didn't know you niggas was so tall.
I slapped the shit out of one
Everybody
of
say
you
that shit
niggas.
though.
Man.
Everybody say that.
Everybody say that shit to me.
There's nobody on the show.
Nigga,
Nobody really on the show.
Niggas would be fearful and quiet in this room. I guarantee it.
Chilling.
I guarantee it.
I really have fans come up here and chill in the back, and the niggas in the back like,
Yeah.
it's different than when you in here. Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
That's why they think you short. You niggas all with that short talk.
Niggas think just because you fat, you slow, then they meet me.
Show got a rape stick. Let's not talk about that.
Show dude got a rape
Bro, you
stick.
got on some mailman shorts, my nigga. If you don't go deliver some mail, my nigga, poetic justice been over, bro. Lucky cousin Khalil got killed.
Yo, you're dressed like a soft frost tight end. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, bro, you got a breeze on your nuts right now, bro. You got a that nigga got a jack strapped under them shorts, nigga, for no reason.
You got on a jogging
Nigga, you
outfit
wearing a
and
short,
ain't jogged in 4
bro.
months.
You got the shortest shorts you pick for a room full of niggas, bro. All right, get the fuck out of here. Why you try to
You got on
seduce
a
niggas,
jogging
bro?
alligator shirt. Is it a collared shirt?
Bro, you still not fucking matching, bro. You fucking colorblind. You got glasses. You got glasses. You got glasses, bro. And you still ain't got no sound. You can't even see it, bro. A nigga with glasses, bro. Nigga blind, nigga. Did you get dressed with your eyes closed? Bro, you got your outfit from Aunt Lucy's Fashions, bro. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? You know, you got a House 43 outfit on, nigga. Nigga, that's a pajama.
That's a wasted workout
Bro, you
outfit.
slept in that shirt. You could tell by the collar, bro.
That's a wasted
workout outfit. Bro.
Hey, this nigga Dr. Citizen called this shit bum fight.
Like you
Bro, you a karate teacher on heroin.
That's it.
Hey, you run like
take
you
your
run
old
like a Hungarian
bro.
track
You
star.
hey, get your Mad Dog 2020 karate teaching ass up out of here, man. That nigga, you sit Mad Dog in a dojo.
You drew like Beethoven sucking around this motherfucker.
That nigga got a Buddha plant, nigga.
You drew like a bull mastiff in this
That's cool,
motherfucker.
nigga. You got, hey, nigga, you got a bull.
I know niggas that sell your puppies.
Bro. Hey, nigga, your knees is all, nigga. Hey, bro, your circulation is cutting off on your nuts, nigga. What you talking about, bro? I know they hurt, bro. I know they hurt, bro. You got a Speedo commercial after this.
Last time you was athletic was in the 3rd grade, nigga.
So
that's a Kraig fact. I know that.
Nigga, last time I was athletic, nigga, you had straight teeth. You got a nice dental plan.
Your gums ain't even the same gender, nigga.
I like that, nigga. I like that. You bald black boy George. That nigga, hey, you got dressed to an Elton John album.
Hey, that's been this episode. If I owe you something, get it from God.
Get it from God. You got dressed to Elton John.
Nigga got dressed to Elton John.